Okay, are we back? All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. All right. I have kind of. Mm, Okay. I have pasted the new link in chat. Not this chat. All right. Amazing. Everything is hunky dory, and I can once again hear my own voice. I should probably mute that just because this is too much to listen to. Oh dear, I can't think straight. All right. So, as I have mentioned 5 or 6 times now, or perhaps even 13, I can't even remember off the top of my head, we are going to introduce you two. And you two are apparently only the only 2 people who have made it to the whatchamacallit. You are our panel of judges. Yes, that is by intention, as I said before when I was muted. Basically, not everything's about you guys, all right? Try not to. Okay, well, so the audience doesn't know that you just fell completely silent when I asked you to introduce yourselves. Perfect. Okay. So, how exactly do I share audio from my computer? Also share tab audio. Perfect. All right.
Mm.
Now, say something and see if the audience can hear it.
Say
I'm
something.
giving up on you.
We had the same idea. Okay.
All right.
It's working.
However, it is once again completely black when I am not sharing my own face. Now, to be fair, I am very attractive. I just shaved and I got a haircut. Although these headphones, I've got to say, I really need new headphones. So, chat. How about you introduce yourselves? No, no, I'm not sharing you guys yet. Okay. Okay, how about just share entire screen? That should be completely fine. Also share system audio. Perfect. Now, basically, you guys can talk ahead, and I will pull it up on my phone. Okay, I can't hear you guys. Talk louder. Okay, I can't hear you guys. Talk louder. Okay, I can't hear you. Oh, no, feedback loop. Okay, I can't hear you. Oh, no, feedback loop. Oh, no. Are we better now? Are we better now? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh no, 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 no. Don't nest. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't nest. Okay. So, is there a reason why they can't hear you? Maybe if I just take off Then then it will be able to hear its own audio. Also, I'm muted. Okay. So can the audience hear you guys now? Say something. They cannot hear you. All right. So, that's going to from continuing to like what's the word? Somebody needs to introduce themselves. Okay, can somebody in chat Sorry. Which mic flip? Okay. Button on the back pushed in. Oh, yes, there are three microphones because there's one built into the Chromebook, there's one on my headphones, and there's one on the desk in front of me. But we're on the good. Why did it cut out before I said one now? Okay. No? All right. Everything sounds good on my end, except for the fact that my phone is still on because instead of like muting it to stop the feedback loop, I just threw it away from my microphone. Also, it is in fact raining outside, so I'm gonna have to go take a rain check. Yeah, it's raining hard. Okay. So, as I was saying, how about everybody in chat just introduces themselves to each other, since the panel is clearly not going to be able to introduce themselves? Fine. All right. So, um, I'm going to stop sharing myself, and I'm going to Google this. Isn't that going to be fun? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I just got it the wrong way around, and I'm supposed to switch this thing to the left. Huh? Maybe that works. All right. There's only one way to test this. Um. Okay. I found a way to go back live again. Can you see me? Yes. Yes. Well, we only need the people who stick it out. Yes. Yeah. So now, if I share screen, I press also share system audio, and I share. Then,
Oh yeah, you are slightly green.
yes, I don't know what's up with that. Then you two have immediately deafened.
Why did they?
This is
Yes, we're audible. I'm audible. I mean, Cat and Schwar deafening
Yay.
makes sense since they didn't even think they were going to be on the stream.
okay. Well, can you
Yeah.
be heard in the stream?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. So now we are going to do something. Rotten Tomatoes quiz. Woo!
Rotten Tomatoes quiz, 13 viewing.
All right. It's amazing. It's a Christmas miracle. It is. It's not Christmas.
Yippee. Dad, are you really dragging a chair around?
What?
Ren, is your dad dragging a chair
He sure is.
around? What?
You want me to push you around?
No, I'm honest.
We do circles around the thing.
Voila! It's that easy. What can I say? People call me Daddy. Anyways, we are once again sharing screen, and we are once again on the right. It froze immediately? Oh, no, wait.
It's not frozen for me.
That was just me pausing. Perfect. All right, so is everyone
Yeah.
here that's going to be here?
Probably, and if they aren't, they'll show up later and we'll laugh at them.
Amazing. All right. Let's get into the rules. I will show you a review, which I have plucked from the wonderful website RottenTomatoes.com, hence the name of the quiz. Because of where my face cam is, you cannot see the bottom right half. Whatever that part of the screen is almost never occupied throughout this quiz. You now see
You
why I
do
don't do
realize
things
that
in a
because
live
of all the technical difficulties, the introductions part has seemingly been cut.
Yes, well, this is the introductions part, is it not?
This is
Oh,
true.
well, you were doing it differently last time.
I'm
You're not allowed to do
introducing
things
the
differently.
quiz, okay? You guys,
For secondary.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it, all right? If I could do this with a different group of people, I would still do it. Okay, maybe
Okay.
that was too mean. Point being, I'm going to show you a Rotten Tomatoes review, and you have to guess where it's from. We progress between 5 difficulties: easy, intermediate, advanced, expert, and impossible, each with 10 reviews. Now, I am not totally heartless. On the easiest difficulties, you get 1 guess, but you get more guesses to get the correct answer as it goes up. And I also left my score sheet upstairs, but I'm keeping score. Never mind, I actually did bring it downstairs, huh? Well, if you fail to guess what the review is of in the allotted amount of time, then you will get 0 points and I will get 1 point. But if you do guess it in the allotted number of guesses, then you will get 1 point. I'm writing
Okay.
our names on the score sheet right now. All right.
Yes, I will participate since I'm
So,
here.
are we ready to begin? Am I still
Yippee,
frozen?
Schwar.
You're not frozen.
You're not frozen.
All right, well, I have to do a gesture like this every once in a while, just so I can look down at my monitor and make sure that I am still, in fact, moving. All right.
I have the stream open, so I'll just
So-
let you know.
We
Yeah.
begin with the easy. This is, by all accounts, the easiest segment, but you only get one guess. So,
Damn.
to what media does the following review belong? Moon Girl gives it 4.5 stars. I liked it. The only part that was bad is the fact that vampires are not shiny.
Ooh, I know,
No.
I know. Could this possibly be Dune Part 2?
What? The movie with the popcorn bucket?
The movie with the popcorn bucket.
Is that your final
I have an
answer?
answer.
You're not competing against
No.
each other, you're competing against me.
Fair enough.
Oh, well,
Well,
it's not my final answer, I guess. I'll change it to the Minecraft movie.
why would it be the Minecraft movie?
Now, if it was the Minecraft movie, it would say Chicken
Yeah.
Jockey.
No, you're
Chicken
right. It's
jockey.
definitely Star Wars.
Okay.
When
Rogue
are there
One
vampires?
specifically?
I'm gonna be honest, if this is how you guys are performing, you guys are not making it past the intermediate questions either.
My first guess would be one of the Twilight movies because
Alright.
that has vampires.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually try from now on, by the way.
I'm
Alright.
gonna guess the first Twilight.
I'll give you it.
I'm
It's
gonna guess
Twilight.
the sequel to
1
Twilight,
point
just in case it's
for
not the
Big
first.
Lang.
Yay!
Yay!
Yippee.
Alright. Next up. Ben P gives it 5 stars. Drive that funky soul.
Oh, so this is
My
supposed to be
God.
easy?
Yes.
I imagine it's some sort of driving movie. My first thought would be Baby Driver.
It's
No.
from 2022.
The
Although
comic.
that doesn't
2022.
necessarily mean that the movie came out in
It
2022.
could be Cars.
What if it's Soul? What with it saying Soul?
Maybe.
Maybe it's
Chat,
the
that
Fast
does
and Furious movie.
I'm gonna say Baby Driver. I'm putting my money on Baby Driver.
Baby
You
Driver
know what? Sure.
is your final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer as well.
All
I
right.
don't know. Is the giveaway supposed to be funky? Is it supposed to be that?
The giveaway is that this is a song used in the soundtrack for Spider-Man 3. And not only that, it's the most iconic scene in this movie.
I see.
Which is
Okay.
hilarious, because for the longest time, that was the only Spider-Man movie I had ever seen.
I'm gonna
Holy
be real. I don't
McGuire,
watch movies.
Is this ringing no bells for you? Honestly,
So
I
this was the
wasn't-
first Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
wasn't old enough to watch these movies.
what do you mean?
My
If the
first
kids
Spider-Man
grew-
movie was the Tom Holland movies.
Oh yeah, guess that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Oi, can the computer on the side quiet down? I'm not even using you right now.
I
Anyway,
just wanted to join in the stream and give its opinion.
Kyle J gives it 5 stars. Not just one of the best LGBTQ plus stories in film, but outright one of the best love stories in film. I'm still upset many people don't recognize how great this film is because it's the gay cowboy movie. It's phenomenal in every single way.
Brokeback Mountain.
Is that your final answer?
probably. It's probably Brokeback Mountain.
I'm
It's a great
trusting
movie.
far.
All right.
Yeah,
That is correct. It is Brokeback Mountain.
Yippee!
All right.
With Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway,
The women
and
don't matter.
Mitchell Williams.
Ron M gives it half a star. This movie doesn't exist. It is so bad, I, and everyone I know and interact with, and a huge number of people online just all agree, this movie just doesn't exist. If you are reading this review, agree the movie does not exist and save yourself the pain of seeing it. Ever. The series is amazing. Blank is almost as amazing. And I heard Netflix is planning on doing something with them as a live action series. Maybe someday a movie will be made too.
it's a
I should know
movie
this.
based on a series.
It's a huge franchise.
I'm assuming the blank is something like.
Yes, the blank is a spoiler. It's a
Oh.
themed thing in the franchise.
Okay.
I'll use
Netflix has the rights.
characters, actors, directors. Although obviously, directing is just part.
Yeah.
You know.
So can I ask for a
This-
hint in the? Is the series a book series or a TV series?
It's a TV series.
TV series. Got it. Okay.
So it's a movie adaptation of a TV show. Is it?
Oh God, there's so many of these as well. I'm
And
feeling
it
it's
says something about a live action series, so it must have started out
animated.
animated.
Ben 10?
Ben 10? Is that your final answer? The Ben 10?
No,
I don't think Ben 10 would fit with this description.
Does it have a movie? Because
No, it's
it
so.
also
yeah, no,
implies that this has the rights to this belong to Netflix. It would appear.
I would
or-
imagine also, since it's talking about something possibly happening in the future, it'd be a relatively recent thing.
yes. No.
Yeah,
but- yeah.
it might even be out now since that review was from 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be.
So-
Может быть. That's Russian for might be.
Death Note.
Somewhat.
Somebody said it in the chat, but I'm
Well,
gonna
was
stop
there a
looking at
Death
chat.
Note
I'm gonna
movie?
stop
You
looking
guys
at
can
chat.
see chat. For me, it's
Yes,
still
th-
stuck
there-
on "Hi, I'm Kate, and
there
I'm in
was a Death-
chat."
There was a Death Note movie, and yeah, no, I kind of looked at chat for that one, but it's definitely Death Note.
I
It
was-
has a
okay.
animated. It's the anime, which is supposedly very good. They made a movie adaptation, which is very bad, and then they're planning. I think it's still in planning, but it might be out a live action Death Note.
It'd be funny if it was Tokyo Ghoul.
I know Netflix made a live action
Okay.
thing.
Unrelated
of Death
anecdote.
Note.
You know the GIF of Eminem from the music video for Stan, and he's writing down a letter very
Death
angrily.
It's Death Note.
Yes, I for the longest time I thought that was a scene from the Death Note movie, and I was like, wow, L Light, excuse me, looks a lot like Eminem.
Thank you, Amine.
Anyway, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I suspect after that anecdote, it might be.
Well, he said the anecdote was unrelated, so how can that be
But
guaranteed?
it was about.
Oh my
the-
God, Agma Schwa cameo.
Tis I. Hello,
Holy crap!
Hello.
It's Akishwa.
got him. Well, what's going on, y'all?
Okay.
We have too many reduced vowels in the stream. now.
Zinny Hop is streaming.
Ah, okay. So are we currently live at the moment?
Yes.
Yes. And I
We're in
forgot
time.
to share my screen on Discord, so everyone, I guess, just has to look at the whatchamacallit.
The live
to-
stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
I see.
lickety split, fix everything.
You're being compared to Linus Tech Tips in the chat.
Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the stream now. Okay.
Perfect.
Hey.
All
So
right.
we're doing a thing where Zinny Hop's showing us a review on Rotten Tomatoes, and we have to guess what movie it's reviewing.
Also,
Oh, this is
now, if
this-
I
as
want to,
someone
I
who
can
knows
mute
very
myself
little,
in
this
Discord
would
and
be-
talk only to chat.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
gesturing to my left because that's where my phone is, and I'm watching the stream on my phone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
got him.
There we go. Okay. Now I can see the stream on one screen and the chat on the other.
All right. So, to be clear, the reason why that anecdote was unrelated was because it was about Eminem's music video for Stan, not because the movie isn't Death Note.
Mm,
So you're saying that the movie is
the Eminem.
Eminem.
No, that's not what. Okay, you know what? I'll give you that the movie in question is not 8 Mile featuring Eminem.
Okay,
Got
that's
it.
good. That's good.
Okay.
That narrows it down to every movie except for 8 Mile by Eminem.
Yeah, there you go. That's about as close as I got so far.
It's Death Note.
All right.
Think about
Is that your final
Yeah,
answer?
let's.
yeah,
Yeah.
Death Note.
Well, hold on. Was there a Death Note movie released that this could be reviewing?
Yes, there is a Death Note movie,
Guys.
although they pretend it
Really?
doesn't exist,
Guys,
as is evident via the review itself.
I don't mean
Oh,
to
God.
push you onwards onto an untimely demise, but like we got 50 of these to get through.
Oh,
Okay, let's just say Death Note.
Yeah, Death
All
Note.
right.
Let's go.
Well, it's fortunate for me because it is not Death Note.
Damn it.
It
that
is
was
the live
that was an
action The
incredible
Last
dupe.
Airbender.
Oh,
It looks like you guys got too into
Shit.
character into pretending that this one didn't exist. So honestly, I think that's a moral victory for you.
I forgot about
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
it's
remember
kind of
watching
crazy
this-
to me because Death Note genuinely does fit all of the criterion. Did I just say
Criterion?
the singular?
Criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Whatever.
next up,
Death Note and Avatar are the same show, I guess.
Yeah.
What's next?
Ian L gives it 2.5 stars. Jerry Seinfeld has not responded to my 200 plus Instagram DMs. Also, the
B-movie.
movie is kind of mid.
I imagine this is the B movie.
Yeah,
It's
Jerry
gotta
Seinfeld
be.
Also-
is
It's
in
gotta
so many other
be.
movies.
Jerry Seinfeld is in other things too, but like I feel like it's
Yeah,
the internet, so
not
it's got to be the B movie.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You get that one. It was, in fact, the B movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Easy money.
Next up, George M gives it 5 stars. Spoiler alert: Cage has been the treasure this whole time.
Cage,
I-
Nicolas Cage.
I imagine this is like that one movie. I think it was called like Search for the
National
Hidden Treasure. National
National
Treasure
Treasure. National Treasure.
with Nicolas Cage.
Hmm.
I mean,
Well, how do
judging
you know
by
it's
the
Nicolas
review-
Cage? It could be like a metal cage or something.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
it would
the
be
movie-
funnier if it was
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
You already gave us the answer. It's just Cage.
The hit
I have a
film.
feeling it's National
Cage.
Treasure.
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll give you National Treasure.
Nice.
To be fair, these
Got
are
'em.
the easy ones, actually, so I don't know
Yeah.
why I feel
Yeah.
exasperated about giving you them. The whole point of this
Yeah.
section is to build up your confidence. Jeffrey
Before you
P
crush it
gives it
more.
3.5
My
stars.
confidence
Thought
is
I'd reviewed
very
this
low.
already, but apparently not. An excellent job of creating suspense and horror with very minimal dialogue and few changes in setting.
Few changes in settings. means
Lighthouse.
it's an adaptation of something. The Lighthouse?
Is it the Lighthouse?
Or
Is that your
maybe
final
few
guess?
changes
I'm
in
not gonna give you
setting
an
would
answer.
mean that there are multiple sets. Or like there's very few like set pieces. That was my
Well,
thought.
there's no change in setting except for inside the lighthouse and outside of the lighthouse in the lighthouse. So I feel like it's a pretty good guess. But I don't know. It's 2022, so it could be.
Does Lighthouse have minimal dialogue?
Oh, I don't.
Schwa, are you reading chat?
They have a lot of conversations.
I'm not reading chat. I'm
Okay, well, somebody sent that exact message, which I
Oh.
guess just me revealing that I was reading chat. But I closed it as soon as I said that. I was in the process of closing it.
Yeah, I also read that in chat, but I mean, it's my stream, so I should be engaging with the chat, right?
Yeah, you're allowed to read chat.
it could be no, that's dialogue heavy.
Hmm.
I don't know anything about horror movies.
It might be The Lighthouse.
Well, you don't know this is
Hmm.
necessarily a horror movie, but it does
No, but
like
it's
create
suspenseful.
suspense and horror.
Is it
Is it the
Jurassic
Cabin
Park?
Wood?
I didn't hear.
I
any
must
of
say The
what you
Lighthouse.
said. Hello, Jopkin
gonna-
in chat.
Oh, you'd rather talk to chat than us?
Yes, I said that
Well, if
multiple
chat
times.
says
have I not?
hi,
You know what? I'm out
Maybe
here.
once.
Hmm.
No, Agma, don't leave us.
Among Us.
No.
movie. Isn't that the
I agree with
thing?
Agma.
Okay.
Lighthouse.
So you're going all in on the Lighthouse?
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know about the dialogue thing.
Yes.
I've never
should
heard
be-
of The Lighthouse.
Oh,
Yeah, I have never
You
heard
should.
of it
It's
either.
great. There's like a
it is
mermaid or
very
something,
strange movie.
and the guy is I think he's
see.
in love with the lighthouse.
Huh.
Huh. Identical
Not-
reaction to Schwar there.
The way of describing it.
Basically, it's like that one scene from Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides where there's a bunch of mermaids and there's a lighthouse.
Oh, that's the
Right.
Jesus
Anyway,
Christ.
we spent too long on this already, so I'm just going to say no, it's not the lighthouse. It's interesting
Damn
how
it.
you all bealigned exactly to the changes in
Wait,
setting
oh my god, it's
okay,
literally in the
okay.
fucking name.
and not minimal dialogue.
Yeah,
But I suppose that's my fault.
minimal dialogue.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Not a single one of us even mentioned it.
Well,
It's one of the only horror movies I know.
Anyways.
Rip. Okay.
Tim gives it 4.5 stars. One of the most creative and fun movies of its era. The casting could not have been better, and the acting was great. Set a new standard for family films and Disney live action.
Disney
So
live
the
action.
Disney
I have a
live
feeling that
action.
I am going to hate Tim after seeing this.
Yeah.
If it's
I think
Mulan,
got an
I will
unpopular
hunt
opinion
him
here.
down.
Okay.
Oh god.
Well, this
If
I'm
it's
gonna
from
guess
2022,
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty and
it
the
could be
Beast is
that
the
or
live
it could be
action
Lion
people
King.
like.
Hmm.
Or could it even be a live action Disney movie that's like not a remake?
Could
If it set a new standard for
The-
family films, I guess you could be right.
yeah,
It
but at the
could
same
be
time,
earlier in the timeline.
when people
Of
say
its era.
Disney-
This isn't from now. Like Mary Poppins, maybe?
Ooh, that's true.
Oh.
Vinny
Oh,
out with the
man.
facial expression.
Wait, stop watching stream.
I'm allowed to watch stream. I can't see the quiz otherwise.
No, I'm streaming
It's
it
in Discord.
in Discord.
Oh yeah.
How else am I
Okay, I'll go
supposed
watch
to?
I'll go watch the Discord stream instead, I suppose.
Yes.
That'll just lower your view count on the live stream.
I don't need views. It's all
Take
about
that.
the likes. Plus the stream, I didn't monetize it.
Got him.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh God.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of other Mary Poppins, other Disney live movies from that were like part of an era. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
I don't think
You
Chitty
think
Chitty Bang Bang
set a new standard?
set a new standard.
No, probably not.
Oh
I think Mary
god.
Poppins is the answer. I'm
Mary
also
Poppins
locking that
is
in,
a
but
live-action
obviously I'm
Disney
only
movie.
1/4 of the vote.
I'll
Hmm.
go in with Ren.
I'll go for it. I'll go for it.
Okay, Mary
think that
Poppins,
the-
final answer.
I think the
Yeah.
fact that we all like just agree for one movie without thinking about other movies is exactly how we got Quiet Placed. But yeah, sure, I'll agree with you guys.
Well, I can't
Yes.
think of anything else.
It's like a band. There's some kind of specific fallacy for when everyody. It doesn't matter. I'll just give you it
Bandwagon.
because it is Pirates of the Caribbean 1: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Mm.
You were literally even just talking.
So weird to think of that
I
as
will
an
say-
era.
It is.
It is.
weird
Okay.
because the last group I did this with, this was this was an intermediate question, and they got it first guess. So like,
God,
I see.
I
I'm
just
gonna
keep
be honest.
forgetting
I think it's just a
Disney.
skill diff.
It is.
Skill
I'm not
differential
good at
is
movies.
strong.
Anthony-
I am going to be happy if we get one intermediate.
Anthony L gives it 2.5 stars. Not your typical zombie flick. These things are fast and terrifying. With that being said, the story was, in my opinion, slow, and I hated the ending. I felt no connection to the actors in this movie. An okay movie that is good for a few jumps, but not much else. World War Z is a much better film, in my opinion.
So it came out
Hmm.
after World War Z.
And it's not World War Z.
And it's not
Well,
World War Z.
The review was after World War Z. We don't
When
know
did
it
World
came
War
out
Z
after.
come out?
Oh, that's true.
Well, it started as a
True.
book,
It's true.
so how old are
But
books?
it's set
Like,
as film.
You know
I
what
don't know.
else did? Warm Bodies. that
Warm
was a
Bodies?
very.
Is that a zombie film or a
good-
porno? Or both?
It's a zombie story. It's
Likely
like a
both.
zombie.
Oh my god, Warm Bodies. That is
Whatever. The
Why did
only
you bring that up?
zombie movie I want to
First
see
movie.
nowadays is the
First
Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey. The
They want me to fight the
God,
chicken?
is it?
Is
What's
Resident
that?
Evil a movie or a
What?
game?
No, what's this
Both.
zombie movie where it's like the Las Vegas is overtaken by zombies?
Army of the Dead.
Zombieland?
Zombieland?
I think it's Army of the Dead. Zombieland is a different one where they have to like venture across America. It's also a comedy film.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bit different.
The
So the
only
only
zombie
things we-
movie I liked was Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead is so good. Yeah, the only things we know about this is zombies are fast.
The story
I
is
mean-
They're also scary,
It could,
and the movie's worse than World War Z, according to Anthony L., whose
could
name
be-
starts with an L.
It could also.
Yeah.
His
Some
last
people
name.
classify I Am Legend as a zombie film. It's not really, but people do.
True.
Yeah. Have you seen that interview where Kanye talks about I Am Legend? It's crazy stuff.
No.
And then he says the R slur. That's why most people watch it.
Yeah,
But
that
hey, it's
sounds
Kanye.
like Kanye. Ah, silly old
I'm gonna
Kanye.
go Army of the
Unfortunately for me, I listened to Graduation for the first time after all of the Kanye drama. So I don't have any like previous emotionality to fall back on. But Graduation is still a really good album. So
I haven't listened to it, but I talk about how Graduation was awesome anyways, just because it's funny to me to say that.
That is the meme. I have not listened to any of that music ever, so I have no nostalgia for any of it.
Anyway, we're not talking
I've
about
never
Kanye
heard a song
West.
before.
Me too.
So,
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead, is that your final answer?
Yes.
sure, I don't know zombie movies.
We're gonna fail.
All right. It is
We're
28
gonna get
days later.
3 correct total.
Big ups to
28
whoever
days
guessed that in
later.
the chat.
God
What?
damn.
I never heard of that. Oh, I have heard of that.
Okay.
Okay,
I thought
okay,
28 Days
yeah.
Later was like the fast zombie movie.
Nope, World War Z.
Okay, but to be fair, this is also what happened on the last group I tested this on, because they just completely flopped on all of the easy questions and then they started picking up steam later in the quiz. Saeed
see.
S gives it 4.5 stars. It's a very wholesome story, and for me, the boy was very relatable. The only thing I found weird was the woke part with the gay Nazi leader.
Jojo
Didn't
Rabbit.
need that. Honestly, overall, very good.
Jojo Rabbit. Fucking love that movie.
All
It is-
right,
Oh god, I feel sick.
you got to get
That's
one.
a good guess.
Yeah, no, I agree
think-
with that
think
one.
That is a solid guess. Correct.
GG.
Nice.
Okay.
I heard.
Memory thing, I am streaming this on a Chromebook.
That's Ren chips.
All right.
It's not chips.
Oh,
it's
jeez, I exited
candy.
out of the slideshow.
Oh my god.
You guys saw
I've-
nothing.
A endless sweet tooth.
Intermediate.
enough.
All right. Sean M gives it 5 stars. This is a must see when you see it in 3D. The story is blah, but the visuals are so
Avatar.
amazing. It's a must watch in IMAX 3D.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, it's from
six
6 days ago. Maybe it's actually.
Okay, well, it was
Avatar
6
2.
days ago when I took the
Ooh.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Half of
Okay,
them,
but
as
that
you
still
can
makes
see,
it
were
really
taken in,
recent.
were made in 2022.
Avatar: The Way of Water. I think it might be the second one.
But
Yeah,
when did Avatar
like
Way
I
of Water
said.
come out? Wasn't that 2022?
What is-
All right, you can see me. Share entire screen, built-in display, also share system audio, share, flick Alt-Tab to the one I want to share. Perfect. All right.
Ooh, you've got this down to a science.
Anyway, remember, this is intermediate, so you get 2 guesses now.
Oh, sweet.
What is your first
Oh.
guess?
Avatar Way of Water.
That is-
Way of Water.
Avatar: Way of Water.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Oh,
Avatar.
That is correct.
hey.
I knew it.
Having
All
two
right,
got
guesses
him.
is so lovely.
Next up, Still Het gives it 3.5 stars. The worst Blank movie, but still pretty fun. Blank's constant jokes ruin him, in my opinion. If this was slightly more serious, it would be better.
Is it the third Thor movie?
Hang on.
You can see a
Somebody
tiny
requested
bit
something
of
in
the,
chat.
Or the fourth Thor
Absolute
movie?
cinema.
I think you might be thinking of the fourth Thor movie there. Love and
Yeah.
Thunder. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Love and Thunder.
The third one was pretty good. The fourth
Love
one,
and Thunder.
mm-mm.
Third
You
one
can
was
tell-
great.
you can
Oh,
tell
that
the-
one was awesome.
The third
you
one
can
was
see
really
the
good.
very, very end of the last letter of the one word that has a genitive attached. So if we're really, really deeply analyzing it, we can tell there's an N or an A or an M, I think, at the end of that.
I think the A looks slightly
Okay,
different.
but we're not
doesn't it?
nerds.
Taking advantage of the meta game there.
Yeah. No, I learned these tricks from playing GeoGuessr.
Yes.
Um,
Rainbolt's
yeah,
got
that makes sense.
competition. Rainbolt is the top player for GeoGuessr, for those who didn't get that.
So we have
I
two
did not know
guesses.
that.
He's the
Our-
top YouTuber.
Is
I
our
don't think he's
first
the
one
top
going
player.
to
Well,
be
he's one of the top.
Thor: Love and Thunder?
He is.
Hmm.
God. The worst.
I think that's a good first guess.
Do you think the worst Minions movie would fit in?
You feel like the Minions' constant jokes ruin them, and it would be better if it was slightly more serious.
I don't think
really
Minion
didn't
would
think
fit
that.
in
I
that.
think people either think the Minions need to be pure silliness, or they think they need to not exist.
Hey, need to
Yeah.
know.
Sorry,
I just
I'm
think
not
the
supposed to
Minions
give
need
you
be
guys any
slightly
hints.
more serious.
Okay, so our first guess, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder is
No.
incorrect.
Why would it be?
Yeah.
How would it be? Thor doesn't fit into either of those boxes.
Well, maybe it could be Korg or one of the other characters. I don't know.
It's not the worst Korg movie.
It could be Gore.
I mean,
it could
the
be
first
Christian.
box could have been Marvel.
Certainly could be. And the second box could be Christian, because I think Gore, Christian Bale, was him being a joke was one of the real big problems with the movie. From what I've seen, I did not watch that movie. Anyway, do we have a
Nor
second
did I.
guess?
Hmm.
This is tough. It obviously, like, the category means it has to be part of some franchise.
Yeah.
Worst blank movie, I assume.
Yeah.
Like, if that's spoiler, then it has to be a franchise. So Marvel's a good guess.
John Wick? Nope, no jokes. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, not too much comedy in John Wick.
I don't know. The
That-
first John Wick, him falling down the stairway for 20 minutes straight was pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
added to the movie. It didn't need to be taken away.
yeah. There you go.
Also, constant jokes.
Would it
Yeah,
be
no.
crazy for
That
someone
wasn't
to say
constant jokes from a
Deadpool needs to
single
be
character.
slightly more serious?
He's standing right behind me. isn't he?
Ryan Reynolds.
Frozen
Ryan
2?
It could be Deadpool.
Hmm.
Oh,
But yeah, I guess that kind of does fit, doesn't it? I'm sorry for laughing
I'm
at
just
you, Jeff. That's actually pretty good.
For Sven's constant jokes ruin him.
I would
yeah,
say
Ben was a
Justice
bit more
for Sven.
serious. Would have been a better movie.
The reindeer
say
was always
Deadpool
the
is
serious
cool.
character. Everyone else can have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Famously stoic. Oh god.
Definitely not Deadpool 3. Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2? Is that your final answer?
Some people want to contribute.
Well,
Could be, I guess.
what fits into the second box if it's Deadpool? 'Cause,
Ryan.
Ryan doesn't end with a-
Ryan doesn't. Ryan ends
It
with
is-
a N, but it doesn't.
Actually,
it doesn't fit.
I think N would fit there.
And Ryan,
Maybe they
the
misspelled it
length
and
of
there's
Ryan
two
doesn't
Ys.
fit. You can see how you can see letters below it the word serious. So you know that the second half of that word is about 3 letters long, which would imply that the first half is also about 3 letters. So that's 5 or 6 letters, in my opinion, or possibly 4 if you're really stretching it.
Really metagaming there.
Well, it depends on the width
Well,
of
I haven't
letters.
seen any movies, so I have
It's
to
not
like
a monospaced
help
font.
somehow.
Oh my gosh.
We're,
It isn't
we're
a
getting
monospaced
lost in
font.
this one.
You know, I
But,
did
the 3
actually
letters that I
purposefully
was-
leave in a little bit of the last letter so you could get like
Oh,
a
of
little bit
course.
more information off of that. But now I'm
Oh, yeah, it was
definitely regretting
intentional.
that. That was a bad choice. I
Yeah,
should have known
it's
this would
weird though
happen.
because you totally blocked out the space in the other box, which is evil
Yes.
if I have a say in it.
Well, I'm also am a bit trying to avoid giving you too much information on how long the word in question is.
Well, we know
Okay.
how long the spaces are.
Whatever, just give me a guess.
Well, now I don't want to.
Okay, well, not you specifically. Someone else can guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll go Deadpool.
Deadpool. All right. I will give you any movie in the series because none of them are correct. You were actually spot on with guessing 2 Marvel movies, but it was
We had 2
Avengers
guesses.
Ultron. You
Ultron?
did. You used 2 guesses.
Oh yeah, we
Thor:
did.
Love and Thunder.
Schwarz said Thor for some reason, even though there was no way it could have possibly been
Well,
Thor.
I think it was a good
That
guess.
was my thought.
Was Ultron really joking during the movie? I
Well,
don't
I mean,
remember enough.
I
now.
do
It's a
know
Marvel
that
movie.
that was like one of the massively popular critiques of the movie when it came out, especially compared to the
It didn't-
trailers. Anyway,
Yeah, it didn't feel serious enough.
Sebastian C gave it. Oh, I remember this one. Sebastian C gave it 2 stars. The movie itself, I love it. Like, it's the Bible for me. I've rewatched more than the radio replayed One Dance. But that's beside the point. The reason for the 2 stars is because you have to be chemically unstable to combine grapes with cheese. I tried it for the first time because I trusted Blink, but he capped like a white boy trying to
Ratatouille.
fit in. Anyways, yeah, it is not good. Now I'm off to the toilet.
It's Ratatouille.
Hmm.
The rat
love grape
eats grapes and cheese early on in the movie.
Hmm.
But it capped like a white boy trying to...
Okay.
Do we really
And
think
the-
that Ratatouille would fit in that blank?
The Ratatouille is
Remy.
not the fucker's name. It's Remy.
His name's Remy.
I couldn't think of the word for
okay.
rat, so I said fucker.
It's okay. Rat's a
Ratatouille.
hard word. So,
I agree with Yopton.
Ratatouille.
That Ultron
Yes.
was fine.
all right. Ratatouille it is. I think what's happened here is that instead of like actually trying, grapes and cheese like in a way that would be good, they probably like threw in some cheddar cheese and were like, "What is disgusting?"
Yeah.
Cheddar, like, if you have just like little bits of cheddar cheese to munch on with the crackers
No,
and
I'm talking
grapes,
like
that is a
Kraft
great
American
combination.
singles.
Oh yeah, no. Oh,
It was the beginning of his character arc. Okay, he was on his way.
Yes.
Bro didn't really know anything about combining flavors. He was just like experiencing the magic
Yeah.
of flavor.
It was like, wow, these 2 things taste different than if they were on their own. Look at me, I'm a genius. And then went from
Fucking
there.
prick.
Right.
I can't believe this rat was so...
Anyways, no need to
Obsessed with
panic,
himself.
but my device is about to shut down from low battery, so I'm going to read this next one and then go get the plug.
All right.
Danielle H gives it 5 stars. This movie was awesome. It was genially scary and it was a refreshing concept to see in a horror movie. Not to mention, it's great to see people of color be in the driver's seat and to
It's
see
one of the
things play
Jordan
out
Peele
from
movies.
a different perspective for once. Anyway,
Probably Get Out.
Get
but-
out.
yourselves entertained.
Get Out or
Don't do anything too appropriate in chat. Inappropriate or too appropriate.
Don't do anything too...
There's a
Alright, we
minimum
only-
appropriateness you can have.
I will
It can
link
only
my
be
OnlyFans.
PG-13 and above for the next 2 minutes.
But
And above.
Preferably rated R.
either Get Out or Us, I think.
Yeah, either
I
of
think
those
it-
are good choices.
Like
Because
there's...
it's a bit too early for Up.
Okay.
Or Don't
Up
Look
is not what it was called. Up is an
Don't-
entirely different movie.
What? No. What was the alien one?
I don't remember what it was called.
Oh yeah, the more recent Alien one. Yeah, what was
Yeah.
that called?
Nope, which came out that year actually, so it might be Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. Yeah,
came out
that's what that
last
was
year,
called.
didn't it?
Nope
Or
came out
2023.
2022.
Nah, that might have been a 2022.
There's
No,
no
it
way
had to be
Nope came out in
23.
2022.
It
came
had
out-
to
I'm
be at
looking-
least 23.
No,
I'm
I'm
thinking.
looking at it right now on Wikipedia. It was 2022.
I'm thinking Us though, or Get Out. One of those two.
I'm gonna put my bet on
Well,
Nope.
you do have two guesses.
I'm saying Get Out.
Let's start with Get Out.
All right. Good start.
Damn.
Shout out to whoever
Hey.
guessed it in chat. I thought you said most of your shouts are going to be half joking anyways. You lied to me, and I'm offended, personally. Anyway, Alexander C. gives it 5 stars. I found the movie to be very entertaining and left me with a taste for more. Oh, they make the second movie because there's so much of the backstory of the main character that needs to be revealed. It has great action scenes, and the special effects don't disappoint, and the uncanny valley don't last more than a few minutes until you get accustomed to the main character CGI.
Battle Angel Alita?
iRobot?
This could be any movie. Let's
But
be
I-
real.
Yeah.
The problem with iRobot is that the robot himself wasn't the main character.
True.
Well,
True. But it was
uh,
uncanny CGI that you had to get used to.
I mean, spoiler, but wasn't Will Smith? Didn't he end up being a robot in that at the end of that movie? But
I don't even remember.
he
It was a
wasn't
long time ago.
CGI'd, so I guess that's a moot point.
When did Battle
Hmm.
Angel Alita come out? The live action.
I thought Battle Angel Alita got like very middling reviews, though.
Wait.
I mean, I guess
I've
these
never
don't have
even
to
heard of
follow
that.
standard consensus at all.
Wait, what
though.
do you mean live
No.
action?
What about-
Was Battle Angel Alita a thing?
Battle Angel Alita was
Okay.
a manga then anime series.
What?
What if it was Prometheus?
No, there was a movie.
There-
Prometheus?
Yeah.
The
Well,
movie where the
maybe
lady
he
gives
wasn't the
birth
main
to a
character.
squid?
Yeah. But one of the main characters is that android guy.
oh, that's
Actually,
true.
that
Yeah, David.
yeah.
Did he look Uncanny Valley though?
At the end, he did.
All right.
Hmm.
Do we want to do Prometheus as our first guess?
I don't have
That's
any
a-
opinion.
It's
I
a very
fully,
long shot guess, but I'm
I-
very confused on this one, so might as well do something.
I fully think it could be any movie ever.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know about that. All right, first guess.
Prometheus?
Prometheus.
Prometheus is incorrect.
Okay, I thought so.
Ooh. Someone in chat said Polar Express. I don't know if that's necessarily CGI, but that is actually a good thought.
Oh, it's all CGI. Polar Express. That thing is horrifying.
Is it? Yeah, but is it CGI or is it like technically animated?
Because the thing
Wow.
is, it says the main character CGI. So if everything is CGI and it's all uncanny, then
Yeah.
they wouldn't specify main character.
I just thought of Guardians of the
Also,
Galaxy.
I feel like the
Also-
hopes of having a sequel to
Yeah.
Polar Express
There's
are very
so much
low.
more that needs to be revealed.
We need to know about the backstory of the main character.
To be fair,
I
that
think
movie
Battle
had
Angel
some
is
really
that.
confusing lore.
It
I
really
think
does.
we need to have more on Santa.
Yeah. If this what if it was Rise of the Guardians as this person's talking about? Like they wanted a Rise of the Guardians 2 or something.
I don't even remember
No,
that
it
movie.
would be
What is
so
that?
weird to be like Jack Frost is so uncanny.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Some
think
of the
people
animation.
definitely found
Yeah,
it
movie
hot,
was-
not uncanny.
I'm gonna go with Agma on this one.
What did that?
I
I
don't
get you
care.
wrong again, but you can go for it.
I don't recognize you by your.
Rise of the
What did Agma say?
Rise of the Guardians.
All right. Rise
Yeah.
of the Guardians. Is that your
I
final
think this
answer?
is a terrible guess, but I don't have anything else.
You sure you don't have
Yeah,
anything
I've got
else?
nothing better than
But I
that.
will say that it's not going to be Rise of the
right.
Guardians.
Yeah,
My
I
only
feel
other
like we'll
thought
be
is
wrong, but that's
battling
the
the
guess.
Alita.
Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in you. I thought this was going to be too deep of a cut for you, but then you just said it 5 seconds into the gate, out of the gate, and then you avoided it twice.
I've never heard of it.
I'm disappointed.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
When did
to be
when did this
honest,
come out?
I forget.
February 14th.
I saw it in theater.
Oh, it's a new movie.
No, it just says February 14th on the poster.
Oh,
A lot of CG.
okay.
Pretty good. Mahershala Ali was in the movie. David C.
I
gives
remember
it
the main-
3.5 stars. Gratuitous guns, shooting, grenades, oiled biceps, poor acting, and plenty of skinny corpses. It's the 80s, baby. What is Arnie's fluffy hair about, lol?
So that's definitely Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It
I
could
would
be
assume.
Arnold Palmer. He's a golfer. I can't think of any other Arnold.
It could be Arnold from hit
Like
TV
the
show
other-
Hey Arnold.
Yeah, Arnie, as everyone calls Hey Arnold.
I don't know any Arnold movies aside from Terminator.
I was gonna say Arnold the Aardvark, but I remember his name was Arthur just in time.
Yeah,
God,
good thing you didn't say that and embarrass yourself. That would have been.
that would have ruined you.
Hey, I'm not the one who's
would've been the
losing
end.
on the intermediate.
Was Arthur an aardvark? I thought he was an anteater.
Doesn't matter. They're the same animal. As a zoologist, I would
I
like to
didn't know
say
he
that
was
they are
meant
not the
to
same
be any-
animal, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't an aardvark.
It doesn't matter. I hate them both.
Oh yeah, no, they are an aardvark.
All right.
Okay, so this.
Can't believe they put they them pronouns in Aardvark show.
Well, there was a gay
Fucking
marriage in like the
aardvark.
first season, wasn't there?
Not the first season. It was like one of the last.
What? The only episode I've
But it's
seen
always been
is the one where he made them give up on capitalism for a weekend, so he had to eat condensed milk and nuts.
What? Why condensed
What?
milk and nuts?
That was all he had in his cupboard, and he couldn't buy anything because he made the kids give up on money, and so he had to do it himself. It was
I see.
and so he did like puppet theater in the park, and he made them
So, like-
barter him food.
Maybe like Conan the Barbarian or
Was
Predator or
Arnold-
something.
Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Were there grenades
Yeah.
in that movie?
No, there weren't. I kind of
or
forgot.
guns.
No, Predator.
I mean,
And it wasn't
I
set.
don't-
Wait, were there grenades in? I am just
I
listing art. No, I haven't seen any of these movies. I'm going to
there
be
were
fully
grenades in
real
Predator.
with you.
Pretty sure.
or Predator might be a better guess than Terminator, honestly.
It might be Terminator. Wasn't there one that just came out like a few years ago?
There always is.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I remember.
I don't know. They've made a few Predators.
Okay, but it's the
Yeah.
80s, baby. So that would
But-
imply that it's not a movie from the 20s.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair. I was thinking of the latest Terminator movie because that has time travel and could be any time.
Or it's just a movie that screams 80s, even though it's not from the 80s.
It's got to be Predator, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I
I'll-
haven't seen Predator, but it sounds like the kind of thing that a movie called Predator would have.
We have two guesses, so shall we get Predator off the table, or do we want to?
Sure.
All right. I am a big dog, big bear. Frankly, I'm a lion. And this is the predator
Okay.
of the prey that is hiding. Do you guys get that reference?
Oh.
By Mario Judah.
No, I have
Look
no
up
idea.
I do not
uh,
get the
That's
I
different.
Very Rough by Mario Judah. It's a great song.
I like how they just have his last name at the front, at
Yeah.
the top.
Well, he's Arnold
Like-
Schwarzenegger, and it's the 80s. You even gotta say anything else?
Yeah.
You don't even have to describe what the movie is about. People will come to see that man
It could've-
jiggle his pecs. He's like
it-
The Rock.
It's
Yeah,
true.
you're right. It could have just been a movie called like Schwarzenegger. Like that's just the completely independent of the plot.
All right. Abigail C gives it 4 stars. I'm in love with it for the gay cowboy and Roman. Sue me.
Oh, Night of the Museum.
Pog.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with Night in the Museum.
I guess so. There you go. I don't remember like anything for that movie. I remember Teddy Roosevelt.
I know
I
I've seen
remember
it, but
my
I
brother
was
played
at
the
most
Wii
7.
game a lot.
They made a. Oh yeah, I guess that only makes sense.
Yeah.
Right
If
at
there's
the
a movie, it
museum
will
Wii
have a Wii
game
game. for that era.
playthrough when
There was Teddy Roosevelt, Sacagawea, the monkey, and the gay cowboy in Roman, and that's all you need to know. And then the sequel had Amelia Earhart, and she fell in love with Ben Stiller's character.
Don't leave out Tutankhamun.
What?
They had Tutankhamun there for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, was it King Tut? It was like a legally distinct version of King.
Yeah, maybe,
Atman Ra.
probably. Yeah.
why does that have to be legally distinct?
Because King Tut is copyrighted.
King Tut's copyrighted. That's who the fuck owns the fucking copyright?
Joseph B gives it 5 stars. My favorite superhero movie ever, I think. Animation is 10 out of 10. Plot and characters are 10 out of 10. And music is 10 out
Into
of
the
10.
Spider-Verse.
All
Into
around,
the
a
Spider-Verse.
fantastic movie.
Into
Into
the
the
Yeah,
Spider-Verse.
probably Into the Spider-Verse.
All right, that's a fair guess.
My
Is it your final answer? Or one of them?
my
Yeah.
second guess would be the Captain Underpants movie.
Yeah.
That is a good
Our first
guess.
guess is Into the Spider-Verse.
All
Into
right.
the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Certainly is
You
a good
really
guess.
don't want us to guess this, which just
Hey.
Spider-Man
Let's
Enter the
go.
Spider-Verse.
You were right. The intermediates are easier than the
Yeah.
easy ones.
Yeah. What did I tell you guys? Nothing to be worried about.
Is anyone
Anonymous
keeping track
gives
of the
it 5
score?
stars. Of course, I'm keeping track of the score. I love the part where Blank says it's sharkin' time and the process to shark everybody.
Jaws?
Sharknado.
I'm guessing
Those
Jaws.
are our 2 guesses, probably.
Suicide Squad.
Those are two pretty good shark-related guesses, right?
It could be King
I
Shark.
feel like I feel like Jaws or Sharknado are really the only ones we need to guess because
Yeah,
anything
fair
else
enough.
would
Yeah,
be
there you
further
go.
out.
Jaws or Sharknado.
You know, in retrospect, this may have been a bit too vague of a hint.
Oh God.
Oh well.
Okay, well,
What's your first guess?
yeah,
Somebody
Hold
already
on.
got it in
just
chat.
Wait.
put
Don't check.
Wait.
Jaws.
Shark Tale. Oh.
It has to be
no.
the name of a character
Yeah.
that's in there.
Or an actor.
Or an actor. Yeah.
Or just the sharks in the Sharknado.
why would the sharks
Yes.
say it's sharking? Why would there be like an
I don't know.
individual
Why would
shark
anyone
who
say
says
it's
sharking
sharking
time?
It doesn't actually
Wait,
need to be it.
wait.
It can be a reference to the Morbius
Look,
meme.
Yes,
I
obviously
just
it
said
is.
it's sharking
Nobody
time, so
would have
evidently there is.
actually said it's sharkin' time.
What?
Yeah.
What
Okay,
was
well,
that?
are any of the sharks named in the shark movies?
I don't know.
Because I don't think it's the sharks.
They,
I
I don't
think
think the sharks said it's sharking time.
no, but I think it is a shark-like character that talks. So like Suicide Squad, Shark Boy, and Lava Girl.
God, why are there so many fucking sharks in cinema? They're
Finding
not even
Nemo.
interesting animals.
Is it Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
is that your final guess?
I mean,
Honestly,
oh God, that's a good one, too.
That would be a
That's a
deep
good
cut.
one too.
I haven't
Alright.
thought about that in fucking years.
So we're going with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I'm pleased to give it to you. The
No
Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl
Yo.
3D.
You see, Zinniop, something you have to understand is you always get cagey whenever one of us says the right answer. And if we're like, you are like, is that your final guess? And then we say it, and then, is that your final guess again? So you make it kind of obvious at the
Well,
end.
In my
If we are
gone
on the right
from-
track.
Well-
If we're not on the right track, there's just no saving us.
Hey, well, I did say the point of this was to lull you into a false sense of security. Maybe that's still going on.
Oh God.
Anyway,
fair.
Red
Reverse,
T
reverse
gives it half a
knowledge.
star. Wow! Just wow. One of the worst things I've ever seen. What is amazing is that the oversaturation of CGI, the hypersexualizing of every single action, and the
Sausage
extremely
party?
flawed designs make it almost impossible for someone to comprehend what is going on screen. There is also a lack of any plot as well. The singing itself is incredible at times, but the choreography, visual effects are so flawed and horrifying to look at. It distracts completely from the singing and one can't comprehend it. If I was allowed to, I would give this a 0 out of 5. Truly terrible and horrifying.
I like the sausage
Okay.
Toy
party.
Story 4.
Cats.
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 It's
Cats.
cats. It's
Yeah.
gotta be
Right.
cats.
It is, in
Cats.
fact, cats.
I completely forgot about that movie until Ren brought it up. Oh, was it Ren that brought it up?
This should be
Yes,
forgotten.
it was me.
Look at all those
I just
stars.
had it on my mind.
James
obviously.
Corden, Judi Dench, Jason Derulo, Idris Elba, Jennifer Hudson, Ian McKellen, Taylor Swift, Rebel Wilson,
Jason Derulo.
and Francesca Hayward. Jeez.
How did they get that many people to agree to this shit?
Money.
We don't talk about this
Hollywood.
enough.
We shouldn't.
True. We need No,
It's
there needs to be like
horrifying.
someone
Let
Let
needs
us
to
never
dedicate
speak of
tons
cats
and
again.
tons of time just to hating on this movie.
What they needed to do was hire an actual furry costume designer to make the.
This is true.
Yeah, there you go.
They did that for Portalmancer Skyla in the newest Hearthstone. Well, not the newest, in one of the Hearthstone expansions. And actually, everyone hated her too, but also because she made it miserable because Big Spell Mage was just taking over the. Anyway, we're moving on to Advanced.
Nerd.
Isn't that
boy.
gonna be
Gosh.
happy?
Oh,
Things are about to
Harry.
get hairy.
That's
Harry.
because it was just the
I
Cats
wonder if
movie.
the-
There was a lot of
Oh,
hair.
I was thinking it might be a hint that one of these would be like a fucking Harry Potter movie or something.
Well, I would have spelled Harry with 2 R's.
yeah, Harry. Every single one is just a different review for a Harry Potter.
We have to guess which one is which, and there's no hints.
Perfect.
That's next year's movie quiz.
You still only get 2 guesses, but the questions are harder. So there's really no upside for you.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's good.
Keaton P gives it 5 stars. It's a beautiful movie, horribly misrepresented by the critic reviews. A story of dwindling mental health and systematic issues, pressure in America. Also is funny at times and sad at others and thrilling all the time. A
Joker.
must-see.
Yeah, Joker.
Represented by.
No, making fun of
Yeah,
playing
I guess-
Balatro again. It's a popular game.
I guess it's got to be Joker. I agree with you all.
Yeah, Joker.
Electro is peak.
Hmm.
Never played it.
Hanging.
Never.
Specifically from 2022 or recently. Why
Because
isn't there
I
anything
made-
from 2023 or 2024?
Okay, I made the quiz in 2022 and then I just recently updated it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joker.
First
Yeah.
guess, Joker.
Joker.
All right. There's no joke about it, or no. Whatever, you got it right.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the Joker on the stairway dance.
Wait, are you standing up right now?
No, I was sitting down. I was just doing like.
So you're
the,
just like waving
the
your hands
hand
in
thing.
the air.
yeah.
Cool. Anyway,
Everybody.
Amanda gives it 4.5 stars. I would have given 5 stars if it wasn't for the terrible cringe acting by those Americans.
foreign
Those
film.
Americans.
It's a
So
foreign.
does that imply that most of the actors aren't Americans and the bad ones are?
Likely.
Oh, I almost
Not
said Squid
they.
Games before. Actually, wait. Does this have to be movies? Rotten Tomatoes reviews
Yeah.
TV shows. Okay, but can it be a TV show?
Yeah, I said that at the beginning.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking Squid Game just because I remember
Was-
hearing about how the
Oh.
American actors for like the big rich people were terrible or something.
Squid Game season 1 then.
I
Yeah, that's what I
honestly
would
haven't seen
guess.
too much of Squid Game besides the initial the actual Squid Game. Yeah. Actually, what is the
watched
Squid
it, so I
don't
Game?
know.
Why is it called that?
My parents watched it.
I don't know. It's the name of a game from.
I
Oh,
thought it was
Korea.
because the main character was a squid.
No,
Oh, yeah.
because it's
That's
a
true. He is.
Yeah.
it's a direct translation of what's it called? Direct translation of the name for like children's games in Korea.
Huh.
Oh. Huh.
Guess that makes
Is it
sense.
God,
I
what
would not
game
have
is
guessed that.
It's I cannot think about what the thing is.
Yeah, this is. Hmm. I got nothing.
Squid Game. Squid. So
Say squid.
is the game is named as such because the shape of the playing field drawn on the ground somewhat resembles the shape of a squid. There are original variations of the name, such as squid Gesari, with Geisan thought to be a variation of the Gaisan. Give me the Hangul, please. Kaisen.
I shouldn't have
Sodororo,
asked this
Squid
to a
Gesari.
Discord channel full of linguists.
No, Schwartz lost my attention span too.
Sorry. It looks like it's oh god, I cannot. I'll look into that later. Let's continue.
Yes,
Oh God.
that's the
Oh,
other thing
God.
I've heard. The English dub is really bad.
Okay, Squid Game season 1.
All
First
right.
guess. Oh,
For the TV shows, you don't have to guess which season. I just put
Okay.
any. Also, most of the shows I chose only have one season. But this one has 2.
and if you
No.
do
It
that
is
again, I
wow,
will
Squid
hunt you
Game.
down.
Okay,
Well,
but
to
you
be
have to
fair-
forgive me because I also am the one who suggested Squid Game.
Fair.
Got him.
All right. Squid
And
Game.
also, I was doing that just because you were rambling.
Next up,
Ouch.
Luke C gives it 2 stars. It was cool until they pulled out ogres and pig MFs.
What?
MFs,
Oh,
I can't say what that stands for, but you can look it up. It's an acronym.
Okay. Okay. Hold
ogres,
out ogres and
pig?
pig MFs? What?
What?
In what movie do ogres come out along with pigs just at some point?
I was thinking the Hobbit at first, but now the pig just completely messed
Yeah.
me up.
No, but you see, I went the other way. I was thinking Angry Birds, but there's no ogres in that. There's just pigs.
You know what? I also thought Angry Birds.
Hmm.
I'm blanking on
Hmm.
all my movies now.
I don't watch any movies with ogres in them.
Yeah, that it's fantasy, definitely fantasy.
Ogres and pigs.
And the ogres and pigs were like bad enough to
The
move
review's
this to
from
2
2022. It's
stars.
not the Minecraft movie.
I want to make my first guess the first Hobbit movie because wait, no, I think they cut the ogres out of the Hobbit movie, didn't they?
That's certainly a possibility.
I
haven't
don't know.
seen the
There's so
Hobbit.
many ogres refers to so many different fantasy creatures, and there's also
Yeah.
trolls
Yeah.
and giants and all that.
Oh,
other stuff.
trolls. Yeah, no, you're fair.
So
That's
there's
fair. Oh,
probably
God.
some sort of ogre-ish creature enough for it to be involved in a review about it.
What if it's like Puss in Boots or something, where like Shrek makes a cameo and the 3 pigs make a cameo, and
You see,
this person is very annoyed.
You see, the downplaying of the ogres bit, and maybe there's something in there that looks like it could be an ogre, makes me suspect that the pigs are the important part.
That's
Now
true.
that could be
That's true.
intentional deception by our unreliable host here.
Or I could have
Luke C.
photoshopped the date, and it is the Minecraft movie.
There
Minecraft
are-
movie. Let's go.
that would be something, all right.
But if it was the Minecraft movie, you'd have to Photoshop both the date and year.
Which obviously would be so hard. You definitely couldn't just go to a review of another thing and wait. You don't have Photoshop. You're using a Chromebook.
Yeah, I use Google Drawing.
Photoshop for the Chromebook.
Oh, Google Drive. Yeah, that.
Photoshop as a general term, the way
Yeah,
Google is a general term.
or like Kleenex or something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, ChatGPT is also kind of a general term nowadays for any LLM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unrelated. I just think language is interesting. That's something sort of unique about me in this company. Anyways,
Yeah.
do we have a first
The
guess?
Witcher.
Not
I'm a lot
really.
more into,
Minecraft movie.
Okay.
I hear. Fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say.
Witcher.
That is not what I was going to say. That did not cross my mind at all, actually.
I think we have a time limit, and we're getting up onto it, so we gotta make guesses.
Maybe it's one of the Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Fuck it. He emphasized the pigs over the ogres. I'm going Angry Birds. I don't even care.
I did not emphasize
Well-
the pigs. I just
We'll
downplayed the
go
ogre.
Angry Birds for our first guess.
All right. Angry Birds movie is obviously not it. Good guess, though.
I can't believe it. My divine inspiration on that one proved false. That
Do we
gonna
want
have
to
to
go
take
on
this
like
up with God.
The Hobbit or something?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take the of something to include any Hobbit or Lord of the Rings thing. So, you still
Yes.
don't get it. It's 300.
Damn.
What?
Okay,
What?
a movie I haven't
Ogres?
seen.
I should preface this by saying that I also have not seen 300, and I kind of assumed that that was a good enough hint for somebody who had seen the movie.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
But
Okay.
Are they calling the Persian army ogres?
I don't know. Maybe there's. I know that they end up fighting a bunch of like mythical creatures or something.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, maybe I should have put this in a
Okay.
higher difficulty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, chat.
Wait, there's higher difficulties than
This
this?
is higher
Yeah,
than
this-
Yeah, it
advanced.
goes all the way
It's
to
advanced. It
impossible.
goes all the way
Did
to
you guys not
impossible.
pay attention during the lesson?
No,
Guys.
of course I didn't.
I was
I'm
here
Ren.
for the lesson.
Clearly.
There's 5 layers.
All right. Anyways, William O gives it half a star. I went to see another movie where this one was playing, and I went in to see what all the fuss was about. I've done more erotic stuff in bed than that, and the leads are so boring and
50
not
Shades
that
of Grey.
attractive.
50 Shades of Grey. That
All
sounds
right.
good to me.
Fair enough.
Got it.
Nice difficulty,
Why was this an
Boomerang.
advanced?
I don't know. Okay, there are a lot of pornographic movies nowadays. Sex sells. Just go to France or something. Never mind. Just next question.
Yeah.
Funk L gives it 5 stars. Fully got it on the third viewing, but an iconic movie.
Inception.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Reacher.
Inception it is.
But is it?
No.
It is.
Yes.
It
Oh
sure
yeah.
is.
Now, Mary V gives it 1 star. Watched the whole movie, but not exactly sure what I watched. Smiley face.
Give
Is
us
it
more
Inception
than
again?
that.
Also Inception.
Is
Yeah,
it
can it be
Inception
Inception
again?
again?
I would never give you the same movie twice in a row.
It's Inception.
Or would I?
All right.
Vsauce music starts
Is
playing.
that your final answer, Inception again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not Inception again.
Damn.
I was
Damn
very
it.
much hoping that I would get you guys to do that.
Is it Knives Out?
Damn.
Knives Out?
Knives Out isn't really hard to comprehend once
a
you've
whodunit.
seen it, though.
You know, Michael Scott
The
got confused
never-ending
about
story.
Spartacus.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's
1
what
star and then
makes it
saying
classic.
not exactly sure what I watched could go with any crazy
Yeah,
bullshit
it's-
movie.
Scott Pilgrim
Happy.
versus the World.
Well, I imagine it's a high concept film like Edge of Tomorrow or something. Not Edge of Tomorrow. Or maybe it is. I'm not giving you any more hints.
We're gonna guess
You just
Edge of
said you
Tomorrow.
imagine it's high concept, and then that makes me think it might be not high concept.
Low
Perhaps even
concept.
sober concept.
Or maybe
Yeah.
I'm just trying to confuse you even more.
How is this not in the impossible section?
Well, I mean,
There's nothing about the movie here.
someone in chat got it, so maybe you guys are just like throwing for
Ooh,
content.
resisting the urge to look at chat, resisting the urge to look at chat, resisting the
What?
urge.
Keanu Reeves movie of him going onto a bus.
What?
Speed?
It's Speed, yeah.
Is it Speed?
Yeah.
Speed?
I don't know what that is.
I thought.
Actually, wait.
Is that high concept? I thought that was just about a guy who had to
No.
go really
What?
fast or it
Wait.
exploded.
What's that? The Glass.
Glass?
The
Uh,
here
from
movie Glass. Could it be
Split.
that?
Invincible Split Glass? That series?
Could it be Split?
Glass Onion?
Glass Onion? Isn't that a TV show? Oh
No,
yeah, I
that's-
did do TV shows too, I guess.
Okay, Kate, I designate you to say a movie, and that'll be our final answer.
Chicken Little.
Sure. Can we please go with that?
Yeah, Chicken Little.
Okay, Chicken Little is your final guess. You know, you really could have got this one.
Okay.
No, we couldn't have.
Tenet?
Okay.
I don't know this movie.
I
It's
mean, I've
another
heard of it.
one by the
Well,
Inception
next
Man.
time I'm doing this quiz, I'm just getting people from chat to do it because they're much better than you. No offense.
Okay, but I'm sure a whole bunch of people in chat guessed, and so there were that was probably not the second or first guess.
There's only one person in chat.
Well, that's sad.
Anyways,
Yeah.
And they're awesome.
Daddy M gives it half a star. I feel like this loser has enough money to pay PR firms for fake reviews, just like he pays his friends to fake sign products for people. Blank was trash, made to break records and stroke his own ego. Don't let your kids watch this narcissist. He abuses child psychology to promote illegal gambling and raffles. Total con artist who should be in jail.
Beast
Adam Sandler
Games.
movie?
What?
Beast Games.
Oh, Beast
Oh.
Games.
Sign fake products for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
stuff
from
like that.
2025 too, so it could be.
I haven't
It's
seen
totally
Beast
Beast
Games.
Games.
What happens in that?
First game.
Yeah.
That's Beast Games.
I
It's the
know.
Mr. Beast
I
show.
haven't been following Mr. Beast drama. He made chocolate bars and
Dude,
then he
you're
kind of like
bluffing.
Ellened himself.
We made our guess.
All right. Well, oh, I forgot to make that one fade away. Oh well. What did it
God
say
damn
under
it.
there?
I've
It
never
probably
seen the
said
cover
like
for
I
it.
think it said Jimmy. Anyway,
Jimmy Fallon.
Mike V gives it 5 stars. One of the best superhero movies ever made. I'm just a little sad that many people haven't seen this one. Instead of it, they saw the awful 2016
Suicide Squad.
movie.
Suicide Squad.
Probably Suicide Squad. That's a
Suicide
good one.
Squad. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, because there was a 2016
Yes.
one.
All right. Yeah, fine. I'll give it to you. It's the Suicide Squad.
The stall.
Just
Stalled
Suicide
so
Squad
hard.
was the name of the original. The Suicide Squad is the name of the remake.
Of course, of
But I'm
course.
surprised you guys
The
got
next
that
one will just be called Squad.
This is one of the few movies I have watched for some
Jennifer
reason. I don't know
E
why I've
gives
watched
it
this
1
one.
star. I may not have aged an entire lifetime while watching this, but it certainly felt like it. The characters aren't likable, the dialogue isn't engaging, and it drags on forever.
Wedding
This is
Destination.
any bad movie.
I'm gonna
This
say
is just
Wedding
Inception
Destination.
again.
Or Destination Wedding.
Destination
It
Wedding?
has Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, I think.
I have not heard of this movie before.
I don't know. This is literally any bad movie. Like
It really is.
Well,
We
it wouldn't
don't
be
need
here if it
to-
was just any bad movie.
No, it's
So
Winona
are you saying
Ryder.
this is the bad movie?
No, of course
As
not.
in The Room?
No. If it was The Room, I would have gone with something much more legendary. And it's not Morbius either,
Yeah.
so don't guess that one.
Yeah,
It's
the
not
Room has
monumental
likable
because of how
characters,
bad it
engaging
is.
dialogue, and is way too short.
Let me just say, this clue should be enough.
Oh God.
Aragorn.
Aragorn? Isn't that the name of the spider from Lord of the Rings?
No, that's the name of one of the
I thought that was
big
the name of a
characters, but
dragon.
Oh no, that's
Aragon
Shelob.
is the name of the
Aragon.
dragon.
Aragorn is the
Oh.
name of the spider from Harry Potter. Shelob is the name of the spider from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
I see.
Aragorn is the name of a character from Lord of the Rings who is also known as Strider,
All right.
and is like the big guy who escorts the hobbits from place to place.
Right. I hate to say it, but somebody in chat got it.
Oh, the beach. The beach that makes you old.
Beach! The
Yes.
old. You're right.
old
You're so
beach.
right.
Okay,
Wait,
you better
so
not
are we
have
gonna
looked at
just have
chat.
No,
I did not.
no,
You, but you
I
said
was
the comment-
incapable
you
of
said the
doing
review was
wrong.
the only thing. Yeah.
Yes. So, before I flip it over, imagine, if you will, a beach that makes you old.
there's no such thing as a beach that makes you old.
Nah, there couldn't be. There's no such thing as a beach that makes
Look
you
at me,
old.
man. I got old.
Holy fuck! It's a beach that makes you
Oh
old.
no! Wait a minute. The beach is making them old.
Oh my god.
So,
Wait a second. This can't happen.
hypothetically, in mythology, what would be the opposite of a fountain of youth? Maybe, I don't know, some sort of beach that makes you old?
This is,
A
yeah.
beach that makes
Beach
you
of
The
old.
ocean of old.
I wouldn't
Anyway.
believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I'm looking right at it.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
A beach that makes you old.
All right.
Beach that makes you old.
Okay.
Kaisa H gives it 3.5 stars. Blake was a pedophile for wanting to marry Blank, and don't get me started on those misogynist jokes. The movie was sick and made me feel uncomfortable. I was not enjoying my time, and I won't watch this crap ever again.
The Romeo and Juliet starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's a
Does
good guess.
that look like
That could
Romeo
be.
and Juliet fit into those boxes?
Well, it could be
No.
Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is it fucking Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children?
I thought that was a book.
It's a book series and a shitty movie.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
series of
vaguely.
misfortunate events.
The main thing I remember from the Miss Peregrine's thing is it had a really good Florence and the Machine song in it.
A series of unfortunate events. What's the name of the uncle?
Count
I
Olaf?
don't really watch movies with pedophiles in them, so I don't know.
I mean, there have been two ones. One where Neil Patrick Harris played the Count, and one where Jim Carrey played it. Although the Neil Patrick
But
Harris
what's the name of the
version-
count?
Count Olaf?
I want to say a series of unfortunate events.
Okay, movie or TV show?
Fuck.
I think
The one with
Lolita
Jim
is a
Carrey.
bit too on the nose.
What's the one with Jim Carrey? Is that the TV show?
That's the movie.
That's the movie. Then I'm gonna go with the movie. Anyone else have an idea?
Sure.
I haven't
No
seen either.
opinions
Go
from
for it.
me.
I didn't
Okay.
know there was any sort of adult wanting to marry a kid in
Lemony Snicket's A Series
A
of
Series.
Unfortunate Events is unfortunately not the answer.
Damn.
Oh.
You see, I'm
Is it
almost
the other
thinking
one?
one of the Twilight movies because I know that there was like one werewolf guy or something wanted to marry
Oh
a
god.
baby,
Yeah, no, what's the
but the baby was named Renesmee, which is not long enough to fit in there.
Well, maybe it was abbreviated.
I like
Renesmee.
the Twilight. Is it A New Moon? I don't know any of the Twilight
I
movie
think it
names.
might be Breaking Dawn.
I think
Breaking Dawn.
Twilight.
there was also a part 2 and a part 1 of something.
Okay, well, part
One
2
of the
is
Twilight
the one where the
movies.
baby comes out.
Breaking
is it
Dawn Part 2.
gay?
Congratulations.
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, is that your final answer? Final answer?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is with great pleasure that it's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I figured.
What do you mean you
Beetlejuice.
figured?
What?
Oh, somebody
Oh,
just joined.
yeah.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
What are we streaming?
Movie
quiz show.
We're streaming the entire movie of
Ah.
Beetlejuice.
Okay.
It's a quiz that is supposedly getting harder as it goes on.
Yes.
Supposedly.
I mean, we haven't been able to guess the last two, so
Fair, but we had a streak going before that.
Yes.
we
Hey,
did.
we're doing pretty good
And
for
surely
I
you'll
would
be able to
dedicate
rebuild
it
it,
to
right?
another.
Surely.
Surely.
I might be
Yeah.
leaving in a few minutes.
If
I
the quiz
feel like
about
shit.
So
about
I
this,
guess I
this
have
movie,
left
then
myself
I
a convenient
can't
break
help you,
here,
sorry.
so I'm gonna go grab my water bottle.
How
Okay.
dare you? All right, back to being rated R.
What is the quiz about?
Movies.
Rotten
about
Tomato
movies.
reviews.
Something I'm not
I-
great at.
I won't be of much help here, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, none of us know. None of us
Yeah,
are any
we're,
good at.
we're all stuck in it. It's pretty bad.
So it's just Zinio who is the expert at this.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
my water bottle
Yeah.
chirps when I drink out of it. You guys don't need to laugh at me.
There was no audible sound at all. You just admitted to that without anyone knowing.
Yeah. How
Not
far
audible.
through the quiz are we?
30 out of 50.
30 out of 50. Okay, so about over halfway there.
Yeah. All right. So now that I'm refreshed and kicking it, it's time for the pain. You have 3 guesses now, so that's something.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's
Great.
just gonna make this easier.
Ben L gives it half a
Wow.
star. This film feels less like an Airplane remake and more like hell.
This so it doesn't feel like an Airplane remake,
No, so-
but it's supposed to. Does that mean it's a
Airplane-
remake of Airplane?
Yeah,
that happen?
is Snakes on a Plane supposed to be a remake of Airplane?
Well, how many of you have even seen the original Airplane?
I have.
Disney's
have.
Planes
Name rings a
movie.
bell.
I've seen it.
I have.
I haven't.
Okay, well,
Is it
Guys,
also the B movie? There's a whole section in the B movie where they're on a plane.
Oh God.
Right, what movies have I still
movie.
think it's gotta be Disney's Planes.
It could be planes, but that feels. I want to say Snakes on a Plane because that's the only other movie I can think of.
Did that come out before or after?
okay, you
'Cause
shut up in chat. You've
Remake
seen
makes
every
it sound like
movie,
this came
okay?
out more recently. God, I don't know what
I'm
the
sorry, that was mean. I shouldn't talk to my chat that way. Hopefully that wasn't too
God,
awkward.
don't worry.
Is it Airplane 2?
It's just this doesn't feel like a remake. It just feels like a worse version of. It's just actually the sequel.
Yeah, you see, I don't know.
You have
The
3
phrasing of
guesses.
remake, the
That's-
phrasing of remake does make me think that this is a more recent movie, but that's basically the only idea I have for this. And yes, I'm yawning.
We just lost Kate, and you're probably gonna leave me in a few minutes because I feel sick. But I want to say Airplane
Rip.
2.
All right, Airplane 2, that's your first guess? Is it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's
Sure.
not correct. But I have to
Yeah.
applaud you for having the confidence to put that out there, knowing that it was wrong.
Well, we don't know what's right, but we do know what's wrong. So it's easier to be certain about something that's wrong than it is uncertain. Certainty is
Exactly.
comfortable.
Right. So as expected, nobody in chat has guessed it.
Uh,
So
Let's guess Minions and Minions 2 to just get this fucking stupid review over with.
it's not going to get better.
It's not gonna get better.
What?
It has to be better at least
Yeah.
once.
Is Minions
Okay, yeah, probably.
a remake of Airplane?
God, what's the name of that?
Minions is clearly meant to feel like an airplane
Wasn't there a
remake.
bad movie made by Logan Paul?
Yes.
The something-ing, I forgot what it was called. It had
Thinning.
some the
Thinning.
thinning.
No, there was
The
another.
thinning.
There was another one. I remember seeing a I'm like reaching so far back. I think it was Logan. It could have been Jake. It could have been Kai. Kai Sina?
No,
Kai
Kai was
Cenat
not a
is
big
pretty
thing.
recent.
And, yeah. Maybe you're thinking of KSI.
KSI. Oh, maybe KSI. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't think he's had a movie.
I have no idea. We might need to just
May
do another
I
throwaway
use
guess.
Google to look up a title?
Just, I think I know the film you're talking about. It's called Airplane Mode. That's right.
Airplane Mode.
All right. Yes, I'll.
Why not?
Okay. Good start.
What the heck?
No fucking
Oh,
way.
Because I remember I saw the trailer for this in like 2018, 2019, and I saw it and I was like, Logan Paul, what the fuck? And then I moved on with my life. And for some reason,
Okay. Okay. I had no idea that existed.
The plane is down.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to
This
be.
was
I have
a train wreck or a plane wreck. Yeah, let's
a
go.
plane
with that.
wreck.
Plane wreck.
True.
Maybe.
The movie wasn't good. It was also not
All
good
right.
in a very particular way. You know what? This is not Zinniop reviews. Cody W gives
Yeah.
it 4 stars. Seen it when it came out. Then the school forced us to watch it XD. I believe because it's light reference to the Holocaust. Very educational and funny.
What?
Just
Reference to the Holocaust. Funny. What's happening?
throw
Wait,
it in there.
Is it
Devil's
supposed
not
to be
Jojo
holes?
Rabbit.
No, it's but Jojo Rabbit does not have light reference to the Holocaust.
Yes, also we already
Yeah,
had
what the-
Jojo Rabbit. It was the woke part with the gay Nazi leader, remember?
True.
My first
Um,
guess is holes.
Holes.
Holes. Oh my
Starring
God.
Sigourney
Holes.
Weaver.
Yeah.
That's,
First guess. Holes.
that's a good guess, but it's not right.
What's a
Okay.
movie of a guy finds a Jewish girl and hides her in his basement, and she sneaks out and like starts reading books.
Oh, that
From,
I
one.
like,
don't, I don't know, but that also does not sound like
Book Thief.
light
Book Thief.
reference.
Yeah,
But yeah,
all I can think
but
of
the-
are very much not light references.
But at the
Yeah,
same
Book Thief
time,
is not a light-
people are
lightly referenced
obtuse
the
as all
Holocaust.
hell. The number of people who miss the point of Jojo Rabbit is immense. So I
Yes, but even
think
the
some
people
people
who
wouldn't
miss the point
understand.
of Jojo Rabbit still know it's about the Holocaust.
Yes, no, I'm just saying, I'm using it as a point that people are dense and they might miss obvious flags.
And people might also make
Okay,
Like,
up
well,
they
this
might-
person clearly has noticed that something referring to the Holocaust happens. So if they're dense enough to not realize that the movie's about the Holocaust, but still pick up on references to the Holocaust. Actually, no, somebody who that probably exists. But I don't think this movie's about the Holocaust.
Captain
Indiana
America, the
Jones
First
and the Kingdom
Avenger.
of the Crystal Skull.
Ah,
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Which one was that? That's the
That
The
was
one where the Nazis
No.
have the Crystal
Oh, that's the
Skull.
one where
That's
the
not the
one with the
alien does
crystal
the
skull.
rock eyebrow at the lady and her eyes explode.
The
Yeah,
one
yeah.
where
This
he
is-
hides in a
Wait,
refrigerator from a
wait,
nuclear
wait.
explosion.
We're all forgetting this has to be educational and something you'd watch in school.
ah.
Hey, depending on the school you're watching, that the Crystal Skull theory would be considered educational.
Oh, what about Surf's Up?
Wait, did you just suggest that?
Yeah. I forgot what one this is. I'm trying to figure it out too.
Okay, so you're helping us with this specific
Oh my
round.
God.
Or
Surf's
maybe
Up.
this is
I
all
like
part
that
of the
idea.
guess. Maybe this is all part of the game.
You have nothing to benefit from suggesting movies.
Where's- I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm
Agma,
lost on this
Guess
one.
the movie.
Oof.
The B movie.
Norm of the North.
Norm of the North.
Norm of the North.
You're actually, believe it or not, you're on the right track. But no, it is not
Welcome
Norm of the North.
Oh, my
I
other
don't
track.
What do you
North and
mean
North.
we're
Okay,
on the right
so
track?
Holes, Norm of the North, and a third guess yet to be determined. One more to win it all, or just this one question. It all is maybe stretching.
Fucking right track. That just gets me
You
thinking
say
about the
a
Arctic. Is this
meltdown.
fucking Happy Feet?
Oh, it could be Happy Feet. Or could it? It could be Happy Feet, I guess.
Oh
I don't know where this person's making this connection, but I guess it could be Happy Feet.
Let's
Okay.
do Happy Feet.
Happy Feet?
I've given up.
All right. So, good news. You did actually manage to switch to the right class of organism because it's Chicken Run.
Chicken
What?
Run.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
It does?
I don't know how that's educational, but it makes more sense than fucking Happy Feet.
Right.
Equally as much as Norm of the North.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't seen Norm
I
of the
think we
North.
should
I just
start getting
follow it on Twitter.
timed on these.
All right, I'll start my stopwatch.
True.
Next up, Adrian B gives it 5 stars. Tragic tale of an innocent stowaway unfairly harassed by a heartless crew.
Titanic.
Right.
James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, it could be James.
I like James and the Giant Peach.
Okay, show me James and the Giant Peach. Ah. Oh. Sorry, I don't have a soundboard, so I have to do all my own sound.
I can't believe it wasn't James and the fucking Giant
Damn.
Peach.
Hello to Enda Weeda, new to the chat.
Right.
Basically, the point of the quiz is you have a quote and you have to guess what
Life
movie
of
this
Pi?
is referring to. Life of Pi?
Harassed by a heartless crew.
I mean,
Is
the
it
tiger.
also the first Pirates of the Caribbean, where the innocent stowaway is Elizabeth?
Oh, Pirates! No, it could be Pirates of the Caribbean 5, the most recent one.
Wasn't
That
Elizabeth
also could work because
kidnapped?
that
With-
movie is like a mashup of all the previous Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean.
Elizabeth was kidnapped. Yeah, no, Ren's right. But
Oh yeah, true. Different from
my
being
guess
stowaway.
will be the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, somebody in chat got it.
You see, the temptation to look at chat after you say that just grows, but I won't.
I'm gonna take it. It's not the 5th then, because he hasn't moved the slide yet.
Well, I mean, you haven't officially guessed it yet, have you?
I officially guess the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean.
It is not the 5th Pirates
Yeah,
of the
there you go.
Caribbean.
Damn.
Okay, so we have one
Okay.
more guess.
Surf's Up.
Who got it? The guy who said it's
I'm-
probably your mom.
Got him. True.
Schwar said Surf's Up, and Zinniop, you did say Surf's Up on the one before this, which
Hmm.
is interesting.
Well, that's mostly because
I've just-
somebody said a movie called The Wave for the Holocaust one, and I've not heard of that movie, but it reminded me of Surf's Up.
Happy Feet?
Totally.
Because is he like a stowaway though? But he gets kind. No, not
This
really
isn't
stowaway.
Happy Feet. This is not.
I don't know
You know
why.
what?
I'm just-
I
Can't
literally don't have a better. Schwar, I like your idea.
Surf's Up or Happy Feet?
Surf's Up, just because Zinniop
Yeah.
said it before.
All right.
Go for Surf's Up.
Surf's Up. That's 3 guesses, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Clearly, you guys have not seen the right number of movies. This was Alien.
Oh. Why would anyone describe Alien like that?
Because
How did you
Xenomorph
find
just-
a review that bad?
The Xenomorph just wanted to exist, and everyone else was just,
wanted to have a friend.
frankly, being full of hate. Okay?
Oh my
This says
god.
a lot about society.
I thought that it might be ironic, but I wouldn't have even dared to consider that it would be Alien.
How do I restart my
Okay,
stopwatch?
next. Oh God.
Is my stopwatch just going to be permanently at 3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
You know
well,
what? I don't care what the next movie is. What the next review is. I'm just gonna say it's Happy Feet 2, no matter what. That's not true. I'm not gonna do
Anyway,
that.
Millhouse V gives it 1 star. As disgusting as this film is, it's so over the top that it reaches a certain level of absurdity that makes it more of an endurance test than anything else. A prank to bring on an unassuming friend who came over to watch a horror movie.
Human
Freddy got
Centipede.
fingered.
Human Centipede.
Is Freddy
Human
Got Fingered a
Centipede.
horror
Sure.
movie?
Well, to be fair, I didn't read those last 2 words yet when I said that out loud.
Well, I haven't
The
seen
last
it.
2
That was a
words did
genuine
change
question.
things.
Is
Well,
this
I
like
haven't seen it
Morbius or
either.
something?
Human Centipede. I agree with.
Sure, Human Centipede.
All
let's
right,
go with that.
perhaps this one was a gimme. It's the Human Centipede.
Got him.
God,
Anyway,
I don't
The-
know. horror
Piper
movies.
lore
N
of the Human
gives it
Centipede
5
series
stars.
is-
One of the best films I've ever seen. Top 5 family films for me, definitely. Watched this with my nan. She brought a clip of this into her sewing club for inspiration. The cinematography was out of this world. Definitely saving some stills for my photo album. My only critique was that my nan said the stitches could be tighter. She recommends a chain stitch for future reference.
Something to
Is-
do with stitching.
Paddington?
For my
It's game.
for my photo album.
The photo album. That's a hint right there.
Totally.
Sausage party.
True. Zinnia, what the hell are you doing with your fingers?
Stop watching the stream. And I'm
If I'm
wiggling.
not watching it, I can't tell if it goes down.
I'm watching it.
Okay, well, you weren't last time.
Yeah, coming.
Got him.
Is it a Tim Burton? Like, trying to think of stuff with stop animation because she says knitting though.
Stitching.
Hmm.
Why'd it go so quiet?
Because somebody just left.
Like, did somebody leave?
No.
Well, my mom did.
Hmm.
She went upstairs.
Got him.
I am insensitive. I can't talk too much.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's no stitching there.
No, there is. Oh,
Uh,
Oogie gets stitched.
No, there is. There is. No, that's true. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
Nightmare Before Christmas? No.
Corpse
Yeah.
Bride?
Oh,
Corpse. Yeah,
that's a
Corpse
good.
Bride.
That's another good one.
Are you
Corpse
just
Bride.
gonna name 3 Tim Burton movies?
Yes.
Well,
There's a
what
chance.
if we do?
Does Corpse Bride even have stitch? Yeah, I guess it probably does. All right, Corpse Bride. No.
Dang.
Coraline.
Coraline.
Is
Yeah, Coraline.
Tim Burton?
That's one with
Coraline.
stitching. Unfortunately, no, it's not.
Damn.
Okay.
So,
Darn.
That's
you guys
all
remember
3.
the Tenet, the whole Tenet debacle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was also the Human Centipede.
What?
God fucking
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it.
God damn it.
Stitching, bomb
Oh, the
highlighted.
stitching.
Brilliant movie.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. I think with that I'm gonna leave.
I'm
Have
very
fun with the
proud
rest
of that
the
one.
quiz.
Yeah, you're proud of
Theodore
that review that
M.
you found.
Yeah. Theodore M gives it 4 stars. A great movie about bullying and revenge. Maybe Columbine would have been prevented if that movie came out a little earlier. No, but tasteless jokes aside,
God.
this movie is great.
What?
I don't think you can say
Bullying
tasteless
and
jokes
revenge.
aside
Movie
after
about-
that.
Okay, that out of the way. Bullying and revenge. Like, I don't know, fucking what's it called? Matilda?
Sure. Matilda's a good first one.
Not a bad idea.
Matilda. Not Matilda.
Matilda.
I can't believe it's not
Holes.
Matilda.
Holes
You can't just
again.
guess holes again.
Sure. Why can't we?
Does that even have bullying in it? Oh yeah, I guess it does.
Hmm.
But not revenge.
Did a little revenge in there.
There
Fine.
could be.
I'll let you guess
revenge.
holes. It's not holes.
You were trying to help us for once,
Yes.
and
Okay.
we just we scorned your offering.
One last guess. One last guess. And you. Oh, great. Now my phone's running out of battery, too.
I guess a hint is if the movie had come out a little earlier, which implies that it's after 1999, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
yeah.
little earlier.
A little earlier, yeah. The ant bully.
The ant bully?
Mhm.
What?
That's a bit of a stretch.
Never heard of that film
I've never
before.
heard of that.
It's a terrifying looking animated film. I don't know if it's from before or after 1999.
Hmm. Bullying and revenge.
Max Keeble's Big Move.
Mean Girls.
Max Keeble's Big Revenge? What?
Big Move. Big Move.
There's something out there that's like code name something, but I don't know what it, or I don't know, something Spy-y.
Spy
But
Kids?
I wouldn't know the actual movie. Could be Spy Kids. I don't know. Does that have bullying in it?
I'm gonna be honest.
I haven't seen Spy Kids.
This one's not looking like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, can we just guess Minions 2 and get on with it?
Yeah. All right.
Minions 2.
So the legendary movie that could have stopped Columbine was the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
God.
That makes
Obviously.
perfect sense.
Obviously, clearly.
Clearly.
Nothing unusual about this.
Guy Man Dude B gives it half a star. Script: 3 young adults spent their lives indoors, never went outside enough as kids. The end.
Hmm.
God.
What?
Am I one of these adults?
I don't know. Are you?
Nah, probably not. I've gone on a lot of hiking trips. I've got a life.
So I'm pretty sure this movie isn't a deep cut, but it kind of might be. I think it depends a lot on what sort of genres you're into.
Spent their lives indoors. Never went
Ready Player
outside.
One.
I'm gonna be honest. I have literally nothing.
Yeah, I got that. I got nothing. How about Ready Player One? First guess.
Sure.
Ready Player One is actually a good guess, but unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately because now I am rooting for you guys. It is not Ready Player One. Somebody said nerd movie in
Okay.
chat. Haha, what up? Heck yeah.
That makes me think the Emoji Movie for some reason.
The Emoji Movie?
Are they 3 young adults? Those emoji.
High five.
I don't know how
Gene, and
old those
Jailbreak.
emojis are.
I only know the names
Who
because
knows?
I watch Jack's films. I have not seen the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, same. I've just seen a lot of Jack's
How
films.
about The Social Network, the Mark Zuckerberg biography movie?
That's not about 3 different adults.
There's
But also,
the
I have
big
no
lost
ideas,
twist
and
in
I just
Mark
want this
Zuckerberg,
question.
right? Okay, since you're struggling so much, I'm gonna give you a hint that the genre is horror.
Oh,
Oh, I definitely have nothing.
All right, yeah, I didn't think so. All right,
that Birdcage one.
Bird Box?
Bird Box.
Yeah, Bird Box. There you go.
Yes.
Isn't that the one where like there's a bird in a box?
I would hope so.
All
Haven't
right.
seen
Okay. This was an amazing question. Really showcased the talent present.
Right.
So are we forfeiting the last guess?
I'm forfeiting.
I might have to.
All right.
Minions 2 again.
Yes, it is Minions
Yes,
2.
Minions.
Oh, no, wait. The Blair Witch Project.
I should have fucking guessed this one. I cannot believe it. I actually know this one. I am into found footage stuff, or at least I used to be. I haven't really followed it.
Wait, really?
I
You lost
am-
the footage.
I used to be into like web horror specifically, but this movie inspired like all web horror basically. So, I should have gotten this.
Hmm.
I am ashamed.
How dare you?
Wow.
Absolutely shameful.
Christian K gives
Anyway.
it 2 stars. Beat me up and tie me down, super hot international spies.
God.
Multiple super hot international spies.
Indeed.
What was that movie with like the spy who got turned into a pigeon?
Spies in Disguise, starring Chris Rock and Tom Holland. Or was it Will Smith? I think it
Yeah,
was
it's
Chris
gonna be
Rock.
that.
Is that your guess?
Well, we have
Sure.
3 guesses.
Okay.
Throwing away if one for the bit surely can't harm us.
Fair enough. All right. It's not. No, it's not Spies in Disguise.
Who could have guessed?
Hmm. Chat has not gotten it yet, but they're
International
closer than you. Giving you updates
International spies.
that are certainly helpful.
Penguins of Madagascar. They're international spies.
You're super hot.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part. I was only thinking of the international spies part.
Okay. Perhaps chat misunderstood me when I said you were on the right track. I didn't mean that close. They just suggested the sequel to the same movie.
Let's see.
Happy Feet 2.
It's gotta be it. No, it's gotta be Spies in Disguise 2. Come on.
Spies in Disguise was such a success that it bankrupted the company that produced it.
How about Get Smart? There's a spy in that movie.
There is, and one of them is Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then there's a woman who I don't know the actress.
Indeed.
So that's super hot. Unfortunately, that's not the answer. So 2 out of 3.
Tragic. I don't know.
James and the Giant Peach?
It's not James and the Giant Peach.
International spy James.
Centipede
Well,
was...
he's British and he ends the movie in New York, right?
Yeah, but I think that's like a
It's
metaphor for
international.
the Middle Passage or something. Not the Middle Passage. What's it called when immigrants came to America?
Immigrants coming to America is probably what they called it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think immigration is the word for that.
Yes, well, you know what they say when you take out the im of immigration? It's just migration. Just like how pigeons migrate. Spies in Disguise callback.
True. I'm going Spies, all in on Spies in Disguise 2.
Spies in Disguise again. No.
It doesn't exist, but I want it to.
The 355.
Never would have guessed. Not in
Yeah.
a million
Never heard of
years.
that.
I suppose this is kind of a reflection of when I made this quiz, because this movie was not a thing. Nobody thinks about this movie anymore. They barely even thought about it in 2022.
Dang.
But I will
I
admit,
know I didn't.
I'd still love for those super hot international spies to beat me up and tie me down.
So true. Pop off. Speak your truth.
Right. Platty the Perrypuss W gives it 3 stars. So when does the Doom Slayer show up?
What?
Bloody the 31st.
Bloody-
My God.
Oh god. Doom. Surely the Doom Slayer's in. Well, it's
Yes.
saying that the Doom Slayer isn't in this movie, but they should be. The Doom Slayer isn't in Doom, but should be, right?
I don't know.
I think the Doom
I
Slayer
do
is
not.
in
Yeah, I don't-
Doom.
I don't know what a Doom Slayer is.
He's the guy.
Yeah,
from,
neither do I.
He's the villain. He's the main guy from Doom. They call him Doom Guy.
Mhm.
Oh, so he
And his name is
in the
Doom
movie.
Slayer?
Doom Slayer, Doom Guy, Doom Man, the main character from
So
Doom,
it's-
the green guy who's married to Isabella from Animal Crossing.
So
What?
okay.
Well, it's something related to like
her name
demons
Isabel?
or hell. This one.
The Animal Crossing character? Yeah, Isabel's her name.
Okay, good.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Isabel, they're all talking.
You don't know how
about
Isabel and the Doom Slayer are like a thing?
What?
that's probably some sort of Super Smash Bros. Reference or something. I don't know.
No, they're like married.
Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension.
Yeah, there you go. First guess.
Good guess. No.
Well, theoretically, you could ask this question about any movie that doesn't have a Doomslayer in it.
Okay, yes,
So
but
we've narrowed
Yeah.
it down to not Phineas and Ferb and not Doom.
okay.
Avengers Endgame.
I think you guys have gotten progressively dumber as this has gone on.
We're tired.
Like 1:20 a.m. for me right now. I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
Just got up like half an hour ago, but I have no idea what any of this is about because I don't watch most of these kinds of.
All right.
Why can't these be like nature
I
documentaries? This
watch
is
mostly anime. Okay.
Okay,
So-
well, this is kind of an anime. Not really, no.
Oh God.
yeah,
kind
no,
of.
I
I
that
imagine they have,
doesn't help
like,
me at
similar
all.
audiences, maybe?
What?
Was that a guitar?
Guitar.
yeah, I just have a guitar near me, and the thoughts won, and I had to strum it once.
All right, well,
It was drummed.
time's up. Guess something.
Minions 2.
No, not
Yeah,
Minions
Minions
2.
Well, what are we
Minions
supposed
3.
to guess? We
I
don't
don't
have
know.
any ideas.
Okay, where
Are we
does the
supposed
Doom
to spit
Slayer
out-
show up? Where is the Doom set? Where is Doom the
I
video
don't
game?
know.
Where does it happen?
I have no idea. I don't know what Doom is.
Is it like on the moon or something? Like a space station? Is this?
Is that the one that's in the vampire castle?
You can't make this up.
No, that's Castlevania.
Okay.
Has your chat guessed it?
No, but they've gotten much closer because they've said a certain 4-letter word that is very much crucial.
Doom, the movie.
Wait, does
Okay.
Doom take place in hell?
Yes.
You went quiet.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Okay.
He's killing demons.
Okay.
Hell of a boss. It's hell of a boss.
I
Yeah, hell of a
don't
boss.
think they have
There you
like
go.
I'm pretty sure they don't have like stuff, whatchamacallit, ratings for that on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, but you know what, I'm
Why
gonna
wouldn't
give
they?
you
They
it
have-
anyways.
Oh my god, it has been. I said the wrong thing.
Okay. Okay.
I was
Okay.
actually on the right train of thought. I cannot believe that. I was
No.
kidding.
I'm gonna be honest,
Kind of an
that performance was terrifying for what's about to happen. And
Oh god, we're moving into the impossible section.
oh, not yet. I'm still talking about the tail
Oh,
end of
God.
expert.
Oh,
Oh,
So,
God.
Deneen F gives it half a star. I genuinely suspect this movie's screenplay and script were both written actually by J. Let me try that again.
Wish.
I genuinely suspect this movie's screenplay and script were both actually written by GPT-1 in an effort to prove to studios that AI cannot make a good movie, no matter how many of the biggest names and best effects you put into it. I don't know if it's coherent enough to even have spoilers. I've now marked out on my first movie ever.
Wish is the one that everyone was talking about, just like in the timelines up. So
Yeah, Wish.
Wish is a good guess,
Wish.
but I don't know if you can say best effects for like a animated movie. So no.
Okay, well, are you willing to give us the?
Fine then.
Alrighty. So it's not
Okay.
Wish.
If it's not Wish, but people suspected of, well, at least one person is suspected of being AI written.
I have seen this movie,
Hmm.
and yeah, that really tracks. Baseball, huh? Shut up.
And it's basically got to be from 2024 or later because of the mention
Well,
of
no, the
GPT.
review was left in 2024, so it has to be in 2024.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's a recent movie.
Big names, good effects, terrible plot.
Wasn't there like a Joker sequel with like
Oh,
it was a
Joker
musical?
2. Folie à deux.
That's actually much closer than you think, but not in the way you think. So no, it's not correct.
So it's a musical? That's what I'm thinking. Is it Amelia Perez?
Ah.
I mean, Amelia Perez wasn't written by GPT-1. It was just written by transphobic French people.
Probably, but
Same thing. That wasn't a no, though. That could still be the correct answer.
I guess.
If I can think of anything better, I'll go for that. But like, God, what movies came out last year?
Oppenheimer, or was that a year earlier?
That was
before.
2023, because
Yeah.
Barbenheimer was 2023.
Yes.
Like, Megamind the Doom Syndicate. I know that sucked.
Oh, Megamind the Doom.
All right.
Well, what was a Marvel movie that came out this year, or in the past year?
I don't know.
Maybe the one with that giant like dead Titan in the water. The
That was the
Eternals?
Eternals. Maybe.
Eternals was like 2022.
Yeah.
No, there's one that came out this year though.
Oh,
not this year. There was one in 2024.
The Falcon one, Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that came out this
Maybe
year.
that
though.
one. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. You got to guess something. I give up on this.
All right. So what I meant when I said this was really close to Joker is that this film was released on the exact same day as Joker 2. And Joker 2, it was also a flop. It wasn't just any flop, though. You could say it was the Mega Flopolis.
Oh my.
Having seen this movie, I can tell you that the line, I don't know if it's coherent enough to even have spoilers, is incredibly accurate. I saw this movie, and I cannot tell you, I could not give a plot synopsis to save my life.
My mom and brother are the biggest Adam Driver fans on the planet. They both thirst for him relentlessly, and they have not mentioned this.
Yes.
So
I saw it with an architect and my sister who's really into ancient Rome. So we were literally the target audience. And what's amazing about the movie is that we came in with low expectations. And then the first 10 minutes of it were like actually kind of competent, kind of decent. And it managed to set our expectations back up only to fail them.
Unfortunate.
Anyway,
Damn.
that's what makes Megalopolis such an amazing film. Ryan Yu gives it 5 stars, 10 out of 10 Pepsi advertisement.
Huh.
Pepsi? 10 out of 10 Pepsi advertisement.
Yeah, it's a really good Pepsi
I'm
advertisement.
so cooked. My brain immediately went to just like writing Pepsi backwards in my head. So I just thought, is there a movie called Ispep? I cannot, for the life of me, think of any movies that have Pepsi in them.
Is it Minions?
Or is this like movie showing how bad Coca-Cola is, and thus like promoting Pepsi?
The Water Cure.
The Shape of Water.
No. I hate that my brain literally went to The Shape of Water too. And it has nothing to do with that.
Pepsi.
I'm gonna be fully real. I don't even have like I have
Like,
no.
I wouldn't be surprised if any given movie had Pepsi product placement, but that product placement had like never works on me. I don't notice it until other people point it out, unless
Well,
it's like a car brand.
I mean, I think you would have noticed this one. It was a bit more in your face.
Ralph
Did they-
breaks the internet. I don't know.
No, not
Did
Ralph
the,
Breaks the
the
Internet.
Emoji Movie had a ton of advertisements in it. Was it the Emoji Movie? Because I know you like Jack's film, so you might have just
No, it was not the
thrown an
Emoji
Emoji Movie
Movie.
in there. Are you gonna even count that as like a guess, or are you just gonna say no?
No, I'm
'Cause,
counting
like-
that as a guess.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at 2 out of 3 then.
Indeed. And I switched.
Another Pepsi
Pirates
ad.
in the Caribbean 5.
Yeah.
Does that have a Pepsi advertisement? I haven't
I
seen it in a
don't know.
while.
I haven't seen it.
Chat, you are not
There's
in fact
Earth-
on the right track.
Is this a reference to I think there was like a beverage of some sort visible in the last season of Game of Thrones
That
during
was
a
a
fight
s-
scene?
That was a Starbucks. It was during a war meeting, and no. It literally
Okay,
is just a
okay.
Pepsi advertisement that was very in your face.
And it's inside of the movie and or TV show that this is.
Sí, señor. Ah, señora. Возможно.
Like I like that more. I give up. Specifically the movie Up. I'm going for the movie Up.
Yeah,
All right.
up. It's I'm giving up. It's giving up. It is up.
All right. What's up? In the ending
Ma-
fight scene, the villain gets his head crushed by a giant Pepsi sign.
Oh, I have not
Yeah.
seen.
Unfortunately,
This
Madam
monstrosity.
Web's lack of popularity kind of works against it. Which, I mean, normally that's what lack of popularity does. But, hey, at least it gets easier from... Oh, no, wait, it doesn't. Crap.
Oh God.
Well,
I think we
Nothing.
already have failed.
well, who could
Nothing
say?
is impossible if we believe in ourselves.
All right, great attitude. Plastic Tea gives it half a star. Pretentious as hell and more Jewish than a gefilte fish.
Is it Uncut Gems?
What's that? Is that like a porno for uncircumcised people?
No, it's
Your-
that Adam
Your
Sandler
reaction
movie.
to this is
It's
making
the
me
Adam
think it's
Sandler movie
totally
from a couple
Uncut
years ago.
Gems.
It totally could be.
Is Adam Sandler Jewish? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Which is making me think it also could be the Adam Sandler not Christmas, Hanukkah movie. Did I really?
That's I say Uncut Gems.
All
Yeah.
right, Uncut
You
Gems.
are-
It is not Uncut Gems.
Oh,
the Adam Sandler Hanukkah movie, which I forget the name of, but it was like a big meme probably around the time that you
I
added these questions to the quiz.
also don't know the name of it, but that is also not correct. No, I'm gonna be honest. You should.
Did you like genuinely not know Adam Sandler was Jewish?
No, I didn't know that. Okay, what I'll say is
Okay, well,
this: I
you
think you
seem
should
to be faking it.
lean a bit more into the pretentious as heck part and less into the Jewish part.
Was this person just calling a non-Jewish movie Jewish?
Well, it is. It's not a Jewish movie. That's what I'll say. That's not how I would define it if you ask me.
Okay. Um,
The silence is palpable. It is able
yes.
to be palped.
I don't know why we're like all thinking on this one when we have not thought at all about
Well,
like
I'm
any
not
of the
thinking
previous
enough
Literally.
already.
Well, we just turned over a new
like
leaf.
this one is equally as hopeless now. Like,
If you're ever going to make a
Yeah, we're
comeback,
actually
now's
just
the time.
dejected. Well, maybe not on this specific question.
yeah, I
Minions
think this
2.
question's a lost cause. Maybe our hope is in the next one.
All right, I can tell you chat has gotten it because I just typed it into chat. Oh, no, wait. Somebody else got it right when I was about to. Huh, isn't that serendipitous or surreptitious? I get those two
Neat.
words confused.
Certainly one of the two.
I'm sure they typed
Oh
it
my
there as
God.
a joke.
Oppenheimer. That's what they typed? Oh my god.
Yep,
Uh,
it is up.
that doesn't count for me. I was just curious what it was.
I know.
I am
Okay.
kind of mad I didn't get that actually.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad I didn't get it at all actually. I'm I don't care.
All right. Thomas F gives it. Oh, geez, this one. Thomas F gives it 4.5 stars. Great laughs and great fun. If you're looking for a fun time and an absolutely delightfully attractive main villain, have a laugh in this nice, absolute stunner.
God.
My baby agree with me. This is Sandra Bullock in her prime. The movie is also quite entertaining and hilarious, but I was quite distracted by the main villain. Good luck making it through the runtime. Every time she is on screen, it feels like time slows down and her hair moves in slow-mo and sexy jazz music plays. My baby agreed with that part too.
Okay. So this I might be insane for this, but I just know off the top of my head that Sandra Bullock voiced the villain in Minions. And I want it to be that so unbelievably bad.
So,
Let's do it. Let's
so
do
you're
it.
really
Let's
gonna
say
use
it's
a guess
Minion.
on that? All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the dream is alive.
No
Yes!
way.
Yes! Yes! This is actually a perfect callback.
Minions.
All right.
It could not have
Okay.
been better. That
Good.
Although I will say, chat technically got it before you.
Hey.
I fucking hate chat.
All
I
right.
don't hate chat. I'm
Micah
sorry.
W gives it half a star. After watching this movie, I want to die. 2 women having a child is impossible. I don't care how futuristic this society is. Gay person. Ah! I hate woke liberals. The story was so bad that I had to pause in the middle of it and question why I was watching this film instead of doing something productive with my life. The movie was rather forgettable, and I want to see this movie fail.
Your microphone cut off.
Yeah.
No, that was the end.
Oh
Doc.
no, it was just the way you said fail. I want to see this movie fail.
Yeah. And ended the sentence with a comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat is on it for these last ones.
Okay, so I
I have
almost have
no
the feeling
idea.
that this is going to be like a movie where like there's two women with a child for like 10 seconds at one point in the movie.
Can you hold on for a second? Somebody just made fun of my haircut in chat. I'll have you know that my mom gave me to this, and it was the last thing she did for me before she died. So maybe stop making fun of other people's things just because you and your own sad, miserable life is worth nothing. None of that's true. I just made it up,
You,
but
you
it could have
said
been
after
true.
your mom like
Yeah,
walked
your mom
by
was
the
in
back
the
of
background of
camera.
the stream
Yeah.
earlier, wasn't she?
Yes, well,
And she gave you the haircut right before the stream began and died off screen the past 20 minutes.
It was tragic, really.
yes.
I'm gonna put out a wild guess and say this is Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear movie.
All right. Well, kudos to you.
Yo.
It was.
Yes. Also, to the chat, I am sorry, that was too far. But I've been streaming for like 3 hours now, and oh man,
Dude, you started at 5, and with technical difficulties, it was more like 5:30. It's been 2
how about
hours.
you stop making fun of me for your own sad, miserable life, which is worth nothing?
Dude, you've wasted exactly as much
Garbage.
time in my life as you've wasted you fucking damn it. You've wasted as much time in your life as you've wasted in my life with this stream.
Well, I had to make the quiz too.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
All right.
Yeah, that's
There you
sad.
go.
Why would you do that?
Green G gives it half a star. Horrible! My dog died during this movie, and I blame that dumb fucking bear, his stupid hat, and his stupid family. My dog got one side of
Paddington.
that disaster of a film and
Paddington?
died.
Is it Paddington?
It's gotta be Paddington. I think this is only this far along just for the funnies.
It's got to be Paddington.
I
Maybe even Paddington
Didn't
too.
think that one
Paddington.
was that difficult.
I was at Paddington Station approximately 24 hours ago, or maybe 48 at this point. I was there. I saw the statue.
24 or 48, same difference.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Alright, we have a
A
streak
gives
going
it
on.
half a star. Became mid halfway, and there's feet and vor.
And
Hmm.
there's feet and vor.
That's how I voiced that emoticon.
Sounds like a
Zootopia.
there is no vor in that. Or
Did
I
we
don't
watch
even
the
think there's
same
feet.
movie?
Wait, was there vor in that? I don't remember any of that. I haven't seen the movie since 2016, so I could be entirely wrong.
Yeah, neither did I. I just feel like that's something that someone would say about Zootopia.
No, it is vor. I've seen this
So then
movie.
is it
Honestly, I
Zootopia?
didn't think it was that bad, and the vor was not like vor. The feet was weird though. But hey, I mean, if you know what the movie is, then you'll know that we'll take anything we can get at this point. It's been so long.
You know, it mentions feet, so is it Happy Feet?
Yeah, Happy Feet. Yeah.
It's not Happy Feet.
What about Happy Feet 2? No, I'm kidding. Don't
There's
count
only
that
like
one.
200 movies that have ever existed. It's gonna be Happy Feet at one point.
This is true. This is true.
I'll make sure to include
It
Happy
was
Feet
the
on the
Minions
next
at
one.
one point. Thank you. Make
Spoiler.
it really unclear though,
not
like
Happy
just a review that feels like it has nothing to do with Happy Feet. So that when we randomly have no idea and guess Happy Feet once it actually is. It'll be a beautiful moment.
It's a treat.
Absolute cinema.
Absolutная kina. It's like when a person who eat other people. I mean, there's a bit more to it than just that.
It's it's certainly something. I cannot think of anything like at all.
I got nothing either.
All right. So we're gonna go with Happy Feet 2 and 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 and 3.
All right. This was Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
Oh,
Why would I watch this movie?
Because we haven't gotten regular Teen Titans content in so long.
okay. Okay.
I got hooked on the old series in like 2018, and then when this movie came out, I was like, heck yeah, finally, something. And then the post-credit scene, maybe that was the Teen Titans Go to the movies. Point being, there was a post-credit scene in one of them where it implied that the Teen Titans might actually come back. Absolute cinema.
Well, it's been years. I feel like we can say that it's not coming back.
It is just that was just a post credit scene for the sake of being a post credit scene.
Hey, never lose hope, okay?
Never forgetting.
Anyway,
all right,
Linda P gives it half a star. An overrated dog whistling movie about Elon Musk.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be honest.
I don't think this is literally about Elon Musk.
This one deserves to be an impossible. I scored
Mars
so hard
needs
with this one.
moms.
Mars needs moms.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. Mars needs moms has more to do with Elon Musk than this movie.
What about the Lorax?
The Lorax.
Mm.
The Lorax is way too on the nose.
Yeah.
So is this just completely unrelated? Like
No.
there is no
No,
connection
there
to
is
be drawn
a
here.
connection, but it's like the worst connection possible.
Iron Man.
No, Iron Man is like
Yeah.
people still blame Iron Man for making Elon. Also, he was in Iron Man 2.
What?
Elon Musk he played a part in Iron Man 2. He
Hmm.
played himself in Iron Man 2.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What?
I did not know that. That's before the
Yeah,
common
that's true.
consciousness had really shifted on him, but
That was a while ago, yeah.
Yes. And people
I had
still
no
blame
idea.
that for like making him still cool, even it was becoming more and more apparent that he was just an insane billionaire.
yeah.
Like the whole Bulls soccer players that got stuck in the cave. After that, there were still people defending him, even though that was like a real mascot. It doesn't matter. This is not about Elon Musk, and the movie isn't either.
Yeah, what is this movie? What could this movie possibly be? A 2024 review as well.
When it says about, like, is it about the character or whatever you can theoretically, if you're really squinting,
Okay.
draw a connection to Elon Musk with? Or is it just like an incidental background character?
Now, I can tell you,
Something that
the
they're saying
main
is, like-
character has exactly one thing in common with Elon Musk.
South African, I don't know.
Wealth? I don't know. Is it a I don't know, Wally? Like it's a freaking by and large corporation. Like
I don't think Wally has much in common with Elon Musk.
Well, they're both
no, not
something-
Wally,
something
but
to
like
do with trash.
Well,
Elon Musk just
Zinniop
got
said the main character has one thing to do with Elon Musk, which isn't going to help us at all if this is like really the most impossible. But
Oh, this is not
Let's
the
see,
most
let's see.
impossible.
okay, well,
I will tell you, you were actually really close for 1 second.
For 1 second.
Which 1 second?
It would be fantastic if I had more than a 5-second memory, but unfortunately I don't.
It's gone.
All right.
It's gone for good. Yeah, just go ahead, show us.
All
Just
right.
call Wally the final guess.
I'll tell you what they had in common is that they are a white person from Africa.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Mean
Mean
Girls.
I
What?
said
What? That is baffling. What?
I don't know this one, but I don't think this is about Elon Musk.
Yep.
I randomly said Mean Girls on something earlier that wasn't Mean Girls and obviously wasn't, and I still think whatever that
No.
was probably more connected to Mean Girls
Yeah,
than
that
this
one was
comment
actually a pretty good guess. That was the bullying one and revenge and Columbine.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're now
Next.
deep into the impossibles. Riley K gives it this one. Riley K gives it 3 stars. Wow, this movie was a breath of fresh air in the romance genre. I'm so used to seeing Sylvester Stone in these movies that I'm sad he's gone. I think the cast, consisting of Mia Khalifa, Jason Statham, and Rocket Man, was decently acted. However, Sylvester Stone not being in it is too much to Blair Witch, but I'm happy he's moved on to the Spy Kids franchise. Man, Jared, Tim Hortons 2009.
Something about
What?
that, right? Hold on, what?
I feel like this was almost like a reasonably understandable review for a bit, and then it just
Yes.
Yes, and this was made in
Became
2020.
worse.
This wasn't AI. This was 2020.
You see, I can
Okay.
only think of Rocket Man as being fucking Kim Jong Un.
I thought of Elton John because he's the Rocket Man.
Fair.
Okay.
Jason Statham.
So I'm gonna be
I-
honest.
I
There is absolutely nothing connecting this film to the actual movie it's a part of. So you're best off just guessing on vibes.
so wait, like, are any of these actors in the movie?
No, Mia Khalifa is not in the movie, alongside Sylvester Stone.
Oh yeah, Sylvester Stone, my favorite actor. I hadn't even noticed that it was Stone and not Stallone. Jared, Tim Hortons 2009.
Is that a code for something?
Well, it abbreviates to Midge, so I don't think so.
Mid 2009.
Maybe this guy's just no, he's named Riley, not Midge.
Okay. So, just based on this quiz, just looking at experimental probabilities, what movie is this most likely to be?
James and the Giant Peach.
Two. Oh,
What was
those
it?
are our first 2 guesses.
I didn't hear yours, Agma.
Happy Feet 2.
Okay. No, neither of those have actually been the actual answer. And they're not the answer to this one. But out of the 48-6 ones you've seen so far, all of them have a 1 out of 46 probability of happening, except one, which has a 2 out of 46.
Well, we already got one that was the Human Centipede twice.
I'm not
Except
giving you
Human
any more
Centipede.
hints. It's not Human Centipede.
Is this
No more hints.
okay? But this, what you've said would imply that this is not the same as a previous movie because of the math you cited.
And there are only 200 movies ever to exist.
Yeah.
I feel like this is so possible here.
Avatar.
No, I can't give it to you. It's a Human Centipede 2.
No way.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You
I
said
didn't even know there was.
you said
Oh,
the
God.
phrase "the Human Centipede" twice, and I was so sure you were going to get it there. Also, I'm going to switch off it because this thumbnail is awful. This poster is awful. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jesse gives
Uh,
it 3.5 stars. Pure imagination, political pro-capitalist, and Jewish slogan all over, but the image is worth it.
what? Pure
So,
imagination.
in addition to being a terrible description, movie is also kind of a deep cut.
So it's not It's not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
It is not. Is that Jewish?
No, I just saw Pure Imagination.
This was before Charlie. Was it? I'm not sure, actually. Don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is it World War Z?
World War Z? No, it is not World War Z.
Unfortunate.
Another brick in the wall. That's not what the movie is. Just called The Wall.
That's actually really
It would be
close.
crazy to call that. Okay, because I was thinking it might be something that is just literally not pro-capitalist or stuff like that. So if The Wall is close, then this might be somebody with zero media literacy, fully misunderstanding a political movie. But I don't know many political movies from that era.
There's the
God damn
platform.
it.
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Was that political?
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. No, that was a joke.
We just got like 3 questions left after this one. And I think you're going to
You
want to
know
stick
what?
around for the last one because it is the most insane comment I've ever seen.
You know what? I'm not going to be able to find a specific movie because I do not
All right.
really know too many movies from the time period. But I do think I was onto something with like the line of thinking.
Yes. I'm going to give it to you, honestly, because The Wall was like so eerily close. It's Yellow Submarine.
Oh
What?
my god. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Beatles movie?
Yeah, just the complete
the heck?
misunderstanding of anything going on there.
Yeah, really. That has nothing to do with it.
All right. Anyway, Anonymous says, haven't seen it yet, just guessing. 5 stars.
Okay, so a movie that is just assumed ahead of time to be 5 stars, that feels like it could, I don't know, Oppenheimer. No, it probably
Yeah,
isn't
Barbie.
Oppenheimer again.
Mm.
Or who's directors that people just assume are going to make good movies? Like, I don't know, Christopher Nolan is the one that comes to mind, where it's like people just think he's infallible.
Yeah, thus Oppenheimer again, right?
Yeah.
There's my
But-
first guess. Oppenheimer again.
Yeah.
It is not Oppenheimer.
I don't think so. I think Zinniop would save the bit of having the same one twice just for the human centipede thing, just because.
Yes.
Why did you raise your eyebrow? I'm
For
sorry, I'm looking at the stream again.
Future sequels to this quiz, I have like 10 different reviews of the human centipede, so I can reuse that joke.
Oh god.
My goodness.
Because I don't know how, but that movie just inspires the most insane movie reviews. Is
You
Yellow
don't know
Submarine-
how?
I don't
Obviously,
know.
that
I haven't seen it.
I mean, the concept alone, I haven't seen it either, but like, it's obviously going to inspire insane reviews.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Chicken Little.
Chicken jockey.
Sure.
Chicken.
Those
This could be the
2 days. It could be the Minecraft movie. That's actually
yeah.
not a bad shout.
Yes.
2 days ago,
I
when
said
the quiz was made.
2 days ago. Let's see. Minecraft movie.
It was 2 days ago in 2022, and it's not the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
Well, some of these screenshots that are some of these screenshots are of reviews that are from 2022 that weren't saying how many days ago. So Okay, whatever.
Yes.
I was just
No,
assuming that
no.
that you had
Well-
like links to old ones, but all the screenshots were from now.
Right. Well, I think our only chatter is about to leave, so we should probably hurry through this. I don't
Okay.
think it's worth letting you try and guess this because you've got nothing to go off of. Anyway, it's
Alrighty.
American Psycho.
Okay.
You know
okay.
what? That actually makes sense. People
Alright.
just
Hey.
assume that one's good.
This next one's gonna be great. Long live the Queen. God save the Queen. Glad she died,
Oh,
though.
no.
Key gives it half a star. I was binge watching the blank movies, and on my 30th repeat of this one, I got a text message from my old friend Charles I, met in boarding school. Or Charles I met in boarding school. He told me some utterly terrific news about the passing of his mother, Queen Elizabeth. He will now be the king of our great empire. This was a very laugh out loud moment because the movie is set in England, and that's where Lizzie the Glizzy met her timely demise. The old hag deserved to die a gruesome, painful death for all the wonderful things she did for our country. I hope Prince Charles ends up dying as well because I want to see Donald J. Trump be elected as the king of England. Overall, this movie was pretty good. It could have done better, but truly, this movie was absolutely amazing and life-changing. I am very sad about Queen Elizabeth's death, and I would like to send my dearest apologies to the Windsor fam squad. Signing off, F the Queen, F the Prince, F the King, F England. Long live the new king, though. Bro, I lost my virginity to this Blu-ray. Does jacking off count as losing it? Yours truly, Quentin Griddle II. Yours even more truly, David Parkinson. Yours even more truly, Keith Tennant. So,
Okay.
That
thoughts?
What the
gives
hell is
me
this?
no information. Oh
So,
god.
so you just fully just schizo
Okay.
posting reviews.
I'm pretty sure that what's happened here is 3 people have like taken turns writing one sentence for a review.
Or like predictive text or something.
Yeah, I think this is once in a lifetime.
The song by the Talking Heads? Sure, I'll go with it.
I think my favorite part was you reading this as Charles I, who lived in like the 17th century or something.
No, that was me reading it as like a teenager who lives in Britain and is writing this on a school
Yeah.
computer. That's my assumption for this.
So,
So
this
obviously
has
it's
to
a movie
be
and a series.
Yeah, it's a series. That's all we have.
It is set in England and it is a movie.
Is it
Even
in a
one film.
series?
Well, what if the blank word is Disney and I'm watching the Disney movies?
It's set in England. I get the sense that it's going to be very British, just from how everything about this is.
I don't know if that sense is correct. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen this movie, but yeah, I have no idea what prompted this review.
Okay, I just want to know the answer. I don't even
All
care.
right. It is
Yeah, literally.
ya boy, Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties.
Yo,
Okay.
This was actually probably one of the more guessable ones.
Yeah.
I mentioned Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties yesterday in London. We walked up to Buckingham Palace, and the first thing I said was, "Hey, there it is, the location of Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties." And here it
Okay.
is again.
All right. Final score. I forgot to keep score for most of the questions. Sorry.
I even asked you at one point, "Are you keeping score?"
Okay, well, I was keeping score at that point. Okay, you know what?
I think
The
the final
VOD is
score
still
was
available.
abysmal,
I'll
that's all
just
that needs to
watch
be
through the
said.
VOD and I'll keep track of that score. Okay?
Okay,
There you
well,
go. I think it's fair to say
my
that we
chat.
lost. I don't know if there's a winning threshold.
Well,
but
I don't know.
we
You were
lost.
doing pretty good in the intermediate.
yeah,
Isn't that right, chat?
and we had that one random little streak towards the end with like the animated movies. I don't know
me
what that was
joining
about.
just messed everything up.
Yeah, it was definitely because of you. Why are you showing your foot to the camera?
It's what the people want.
Because
All
of that
right.
foot
Fun
reference.
stream, everybody.
Foot and board.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
And I hope this never
wait.
has to happen again.